Hello, everyone.
Hello for a second time. Now that you can hear me.
We definitely didn't forget how to do the
Oh,
things.
What's D&D?
What is,
I
what
don't
is
know.
Twitch? How do you do this?
I just don't know.
Welcome back, everyone. We've had a few weeks off, well, from D&D, but the rest of it has been crazy busy for all of us. But we
Yeah.
are excited to get back into some D&D tonight, and I hope you guys are ready to join us. I think Rob has some announcements and stuff, some shout outs he wants to do, and then we'll get
dudes.
into our recap.
Something about your stream is being disagreeable because it has not modified. It's modified on my screen. It's not modified on the screen. That our sub goal, of course, has been reset. It's a new month, and things go down to zero when that happens. First of all, before we go any further, we'll worry about that perhaps later, if ever. But thank you to Hazy Locust for the follow. Welcome to the party. Thank you, our 547th follower for the channel. So close to 500. I am very excited.
We
This
can hit 550
channel, this
tonight.
this channel, this family is growing so quickly, and I'm humbled and delighted. If this is your first time here, hello. And second of all, we are Misty Mountain Streaming. We are a channel that likes to tell and experience great stories, and our preferred method of doing so is by telling them together through tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons. And we haven't done that in a minute, okay? It's been a few weeks since we've rolled dice on this channel for anything other than just some quick rollies. But we're back, baby. We're back to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight with these lovely people on the screen here with me. And if D&D is your thing, you've come to the right place. And if playing D&D on stream is something that interests you, we have our subscription goal for this month. If we reach 75 subscribers, which we crushed 2 months ago, by the way. I think the only reason we didn't hit it last month is because we disappeared for a couple of weeks because of MegaCon and did nothing except MegaCon. We will select some people from the gaming community here on Twitch, and you will come on stream and play D&D with us, and it will be awesome. That's right. So, as the subscriptions begin to roll in for the month, we will see the little bar in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen begin to fill up red, and when it tops off, we'll be there, and we will run a one-shot for some of you guys. That basically ends the announcements. There's not too much else going on. We'll cover what else is coming up on the channel at the end of the night.
Okay.
Yay!
How was everyone's break? Tyler, I know you were out at MegaCon. How did that go?
Here's how the last 2 weeks has been. I went to MegaCon. One day Janie was purple for 14 hours because we didn't plan things properly.
Beat her physically that badly, turned her entire skin purple.
Oh.
So MegaCon exhausted me. I got home at 10 o'clock at night. Had one day home. Flew at 6 o'clock in the morning. California. Was there until last night. Had to take Ori to the vet at 8 technically it's 7:30 because I had to be there at 8 a.m. this morning. So I'm tired. It's not been a break. And then I go again next Wednesday, Asheville.
So I think everyone in chat should thank Ty for being with us tonight, even though she should be sleeping.
Truth.
Everyone in chat should just thank Ty in general.
In general,
It's
honestly.
Like,
She thanklessly suffers for our sake so often.
If Ori
Damn rock
does, in
star.
fact, wake up, because for everybody who doesn't follow my Instagram, basically she had a little fatty bump taken off that was growing real fast this morning. So if she wakes up, I'll bring her out and you'll get to see she's in a sweater. We cut holes in a baby sock and put them on her.
oh.
I was losing my mind earlier when you said to picture. I was at work trying not to look like a crazy person.
Yeah, and you also got the one of her real mad.
Thanks real quick and hello to people in the chat. I see, of course, that we are here. Go us. Irish Mac is here. Evelyn May Cosplay, new adventurer, is here.
Hello.
Grimforge, longtime friend of the channel, is back and handing out subs to get us started this month.
Wow.
Beget and Zero Suit Meter, you have Grimforge to thank. Congrats on your Tier 1 subscriptions, and welcome to the family. Thank you, Grim, for starting us off and being so generous today. Speaking of generosity, we have a non-financial contribution. Iris Mac is spending those hard-earned channel points to start Scinn off with some inspiration tonight.
Heck yeah.
Yay.
Maddie, did you have anything over the break?
Oh, man. So, while we weren't playing D&D, my home game stopped playing for a little bit, so I have had a huge D&D withdrawal. I went from playing 3 times a week to 0, and I miss it. Yeah. I also just missed you guys because I was watching all the craziness happen, and I was like, oh, I wish I could be there. So I am making it a mission in the coming months to maybe be there sometimes. So we will see. But other than that, I've just been kind of hanging out. I did a Delphi cosplay while we were off. So if you guys want to see that on my Instagram, I did that.
We're gonna also finally wrap that game up on Monday now that I'm actually gonna be in my house for the first time most of this like last month and this month.
And I'm gonna try to be purple again for it.
You need to send me pictures of the Delphi cosplay, by the way, because I recently updated the art reel
You're
that's going
right.
to play. I don't think I got it to rifle in time for it to be here tonight, but Monday you will see new art of everybody on
So exciting.
made by the people in this community of our D&D scenarios and characters. If you want your contributions artistically to be featured on this channel, you tweet us or tag us on Instagram or use the hashtag MMSArt, and we will find it. Or better yet, best thing to do is post it in the Fine Arts channel of our Discord. I'll put the Discord link in there. If you're not in the Discord and you are watching this channel, you are missing out on about half of the fun.
There's a lot of just like screaming about the things that we love in it.
Yeah.
And it's a good time. So
Beat you to it, Irish.
Rob, I know you kind of went through your announcements, but how are you hanging in there? You've been busy as well, my friend.
Let's start off by saying it's fucking hot in the studio. So. Alabama cranked up the heat, and my unair-conditioned studio cannot handle it. I have a fan blowing at me right here. I've got one below decks, so that I'm getting cooled moderately on top and bottom. And MegaCon was amazing. MegaCon was huge. MegaCon was exhausting. And I was working the booths every day. I was getting up early. I was going to bed late. I was ferrying people around. I wasn't purple, so I didn't have that level to suffer on. But I wouldn't go back and not do it, but I would go back and do it differently. It was the first time Misty Mountain Gaming had tried to do anything like that. And we learned a lot about how to survive a weekend better next time. Well, I'll put it that way and leave it there. And we're about to do it again. I have only a couple of weeks back to take my dog to the vet and get my grass cut and get my laundry done and get my affairs in order before I head back out to Origin Game Fair in Columbus next week, which is going to be a long one, and then to Dallas later in the month for Dallas Fan Expo. So it's going to be. And I fly from Dallas to go on vacation with the family, which I'm going to work through, continuing to make sure that there is stuff going on here because we're going to be playing D&D still.
But is
So
it really?
work-
Is it
they do
work if
that.
you enjoy it? You know.
It's interrupting beach
Yes.
time. It's work a little bit.
Well, you can have a few whiskeys and you'll be fine.
Yes,
A margarita.
you know me
or
so
two.
well.
Well, it's because
No.
we're the same person.
Okay, real quick. I'd rather shoot tequila than drink a margarita. If I'm going to be enjoying a cocktail, I'd rather enjoy it more than tequila. If I'm going to be shooting something just to get me a little, then I'd rather. It doesn't matter what it tastes like. I'll take tequila at that point.
What about if it's got thicket in it?
If it's got thicket in it, then Janie can go the hell home. That
is-
stuff.
What is thicket?
I only know this
thing,
a little bit from your stories.
Is it two C's or
It's a
three?
thing. It's normal, just the word thick in it, but it's for like medical purposes for people who need something a little thicker because they might aspirate. So Jane brought some, and we put it in very random things.
Now, I will say, Sophie and Jane drinking this were hilarious because they were little bitches about it and wanted to gag and throw up. Tyler and I took it like champs, and we have video record of us taking it like champs.
I had
And only the four of us were brave enough to try. So KJ, Nail, what the hell?
I had so much FOMO going on. Like,
Oh
I
my
was
God,
so
it
sad
was
I
so
couldn't be
bad.
there.
I was like on my phone glued to it watching all the stories and checking the Discord.
Hey, Junebug. Hey, Misfit. How's it going? Glad people turning out tonight and hanging out with us.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
welcome back. Well, let's get into our recap of like a month ago, 3 weeks, however long ago. We're starting a new campaign
Too
tonight.
long.
No.
Yes, they can finally kill Cheshire.
Oh no.
TPK, let's start over.
He deserved to die. Where's my D6s?
And Chocolate Thunder came back. It was weird. No.
Okay, you know what? If Chocolate Thunder comes back, I'll be happy. Rest in peace, my dude.
Rest in peace. And what was the other one's name? The evil one.
My notes. uh,
The evil snail or
Yeah.
the evil guy that we named Zuckerberg?
No, the snail. It was
Oh
Rip
God!
something.
When did we do the snails?
The very first day.
I'm like flipping back through it.
That's a wee 7 sessions ago.
I don't think I have it written down. Was it like Riptide or Rip?
It was Rip
Stick.
something. Riptide?
Yeah.
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 E-
Well, guys, just go back to
He was a
watch
bad
the
snail.
first episode and let us know what the snail's name is.
I'll
I-
look for it.
Irish Mac lightened the mood for us so we could start on a high note.
We're
Thank
not,
heckin' gosh.
we're not even
Hey.
started yet.
It's gonna be a really light-hearted recap.
Anyway.
That sounds like a you problem.
Since we are doing a recap, I'm not going to have any of you guys do it because I don't take it any of you know what happened because it's been a while. So,
I couldn't give you proper nouns anyway.
I only remember Snoodle the crocodile baby.
Snoodle.
That's the
That's
name I
it.
forgot.
So, last session, you guys were in Bavlorna's cottage, sneaking around, and you started out by following a shady-looking darkling named Charm. As you were making your way downstairs, you entered a room that you couldn't see a whole lot in. You were kind of looking for a way out. Found some mannequins that decided to try and attack Cheshire. You found a lily pad that you can float on. Scinn found his way into a taxidermy room and came out with a friend. And little did you know, as you were in this giant pool, you found a mirror that looked similar to the one that you actually came to the Feywild in. So while you were investigating that, you disturbed a well that was in the center of this thing that happened to have a gelatinous cube in it, which you guys all handled very successfully. Got some sweet loot out of it. And then you're like, you know what? We can't just leave this mirror here. It might be our only way out. So you took it out onto a balcony with hundreds of little frogs on it that were just croaking away. And then two of you decided that you were going to fly across this, not a zip line, not a zip line, like a laundry line, you know, that was attached to another large building or tree. When you got over there, you discovered that this tree is a kingdom to a bunch of bullywugs that were having a giant ceremony welcoming in their newest baby, who was a little alligator named Snoodle. You managed to slip into this kingdom unnoticed, and you were able to sneak out pretty unnoticed. So there was no fighting involved there, but as you made your way out of there, you were confronted by another bullywug, hoping that they weren't there for, or too late for the announcement. You filled them in, and as you were making away, because you guys have had a pretty rough time in the Feywild as it is, and last thing you wanted was to just be murdered by frogs, because that does not sound like a good time for anybody. Even though you didn't even ask questions, they could have been friendly. Who knows?
Frankly, I'd rather be murdered by frogs than some of the things that have murdered so far.
Right. No one.
I mean, there's always rabbits to be found. But as you were making your way away, you were following after Charm. You saw her making her way down a long dock into what looked to be a shop at the end of the dock, but it was underneath a giant, like, trapped lightning cloud storm thing. And that is where we ended.
I remember how cool that cliffhanger was
Yep,
now.
and I
Yeah.
totally forgot to still get a picture of it. But that is where we will pick up for the evening, with you all staring down this giant lightning storm cloud that's just harnessed, with Charm walking into a building underneath it.
So, what's our plan? We're gonna just go for it and chase after her. We can sneak. Feel like we got a lot of options here.
I mean, how are we gonna sneak down like a straight path?
Really good point.
Let's just go like yelling at her, just like, "Hey, lady!"
Okay. So I will just point out that the last time I tried to end things diplomatically, we all died.
All right. So we should just charge.
I mean, we can handle this however you wish. I felt like that was worth noting.
I mean, we're not diplomats, really. No. I'm not really great with words.
See, I feel like we're very likable outside of the Feywild. We're very personable people.
I think so. We're just great.
You're just having a little self-assuring moment here on the...
You look.
No, I think no, we are great.
You look
and
Cien's already flying down the pier, just holding whatever I named the stuffed thing that I took out, whatever that was.
Oh no!
Oh.
Right, it's follow Cien. I feel like he's confident, and I'm gonna start at a casual jogging pace behind our fairy friend.
Also, to be fair, the last time Cien took initiative, we all survived, so maybe it's
where
just
you guys are, it's about a 200-yard distance, so it's a little ways down there.
Oh,
she's that far away. Are we risking we're probably not going to overtake her before she gets there, and we're probably far enough away where she's not
No, she at this point she's
aware of us.
Basically walking into the shop down there at the end.
Same, Grim. Same.
Oh, thanks, Grim. I try real hard.
Well, Cheshire is going to be moving forward, not running or making any undue noise until something else happens. He wants to make sure that, he's around for whatever happens next.
Yeah, Sawyer's just gonna keep pace sort of in the middle of our little group.
Cien's got the shortest speed, so he's gonna be flying at his full speed, but I also have 1 second level spell left. Can I Misty Step 30 feet? Just
I mean, sure. Describe
that
to me
was
what
my
it
last-
looks like.
It was my last second level. Yeah, so he's flying ahead of everybody, thinking oh heck yeah, I'm doing good, I'm in front, not really thinking about the fact the rest of the party is probably just going slow for him. and you watch him turn around and he just kind of goes holding the thing and holding that little, if I had Ori it would be perfect, holding the little squirrel fish thing, and just kind of goes, and then he just disappears and he's 30 feet ahead, just, "Lady, did you hear? There's a sale on black boots in the town. You look like you like black boots."
Everybody likes boats, but yours would probably be black. It's like your whole aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
Nothing for nothing, but Junebug in the chat may actually know what I'm talking about. You guys aren't from the south. Do y'all have June bugs where you live?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not
Have you
where I am, but we have a bunch of other disgusting bugs.
Have you ever tied a string to the leg of a June bug?
Yes.
I have not, but I've seen videos and I think it's a little sad, but it's also very funny.
I'm imagining Cien on the end of a leash right now.
No, that would just be him going straight and suddenly just being
Oh my god.
Anyway, nothing to do with D&D.
So as you all are approaching closer, you start to see giant flashes of lightning within this giant balloon. Just complete. You don't hear any thunder, but it's just constant like lightning flashes within it. At this point, you're probably 50 feet away from the building.
I think she's doing like magic in there or something. Or like, that's just what the cloud does. Either way, it's a little intimidating, not gonna lie. But I think we should still go.
Maybe that's all this for us.
That's true. It's
Seems
true. 'Cause
very-
sometimes I stand up and I kind of like puff out my shoulders and look a little bigger. Yeah, it's very intimidating. So maybe it's the same thing. Like if I could shoot lightning, I would do that to intimidate.
I think that is the cloud equivalent of puffing your chest out. Yes.
Yeah.
As you are getting very close to this building, it appears to look like a shop that you would see in a village. It's got like a cone-shaped roof with some strings or some cable rather that are kind of attached to a giant harness that is circling the thundercloud. So you're able to clearly see this cloud is basically tied to this building. You see some candle lights flickering on the inside. It doesn't look like a scary building. Looks like it could be just like a traditional shop. And as you are looking at it a little bit closer towards the door, you see a sign that says "Wondrous Wares and Fair Fares."
Maybe this place takes gold.
Fares. Yes.
Yeah.
Wondrous wares and fair fares.
Mhm.
Love it.
Sawyer, you're gonna hear in your head through message, Dean is kind of being like, "Oh snap! She was already going to the store. She probably was already going to buy boots, and I yelled at her to buy boots."
You know what? Maybe you made her even more excited about boots. So, I think that was nice of you. She replies back in your head.
Yeah.
It was a nice thing to do. But we should go shopping, you guys. I would like to go shopping. And then we could act really casual and like we're not following her. And then like, oh, how weird that we bumped into each other here. And then we can question her.
So, two things about that. First thing, I'm not someone who's used to having money. So I'm not very used to the shopping thing. And now that I have a little bit of money, I'm rather intimidated by the prospect of haggling. So if you are accustomed to that, I will highly leave that to either of you. Second thing, are we sure they take money? Because the last several people who wanted to barter with us wanted our happiest memories and keys and the like.
If they do take money, I'm not used to having a lot of money either, but I'm really good at negotiating a deal. So I can help you out on that front for sure.
Good.
But if they don't take money, maybe we could offer them, like, I don't know, our hair, like a piece of our hair, or what would a Fey person want to trade for? I don't know, socks?
Sounds of a child's laughter. See and laugh. How childlike can you laugh?
He's still like 30 feet away from you guys. Why'd you stop?
I'm so sorry.
Okay, sorry, we'll catch up. You're
We
just
can catch
really
up.
fast.
I really thought he was behind us. I didn't see him pass.
See, it's like a lightning bolt just towards the front of the party.
A little nervous about talking lightning bolts underneath that storm cloud. But yeah, anyway, let's go on.
So, as you guys enter the door or the shop, the door opens and it hits a little bell at the top and gives that chime ding, and you walk in and it is a standard looking shop. There are all sorts of items displayed in there on shelves, kind of on like a table. There's everything from rings to some armor to some weapons to crates of potions. And manning the shop are two darklings that are standing, kind of just talking amongst themselves, and they notice you come in and like, welcome to Wondrous Wares and Fair Fairs. What brings you guys to our shop?
We're looking for some good deals.
Oh, you want some good deals? Well, my brother here, who I forgot his name.
Happens,
while
it
you
look
happens
it
to
up,
the best of us.
Cian
While
has
you look
several
it up-
family members. I'm sure he gets them all the time.
while
Oh.
you're looking up the name, Grimforge did also give you guys inspiration at the start, just so you have it
Thank you,
marked.
Graham.
I got it
Yeah.
marked. Thanks, pal.
I will mark it.
My name is Trinket, and this is my brother Bobble, and we have some of the finest things around that you can find. We find them in places, and they don't do us any good, so why not make a little coin on the side?
What type of creature is this?
They're darklings.
Okay. I probably haven't seen that before, right? I would imagine.
Charm was a darkling.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking around for Charm, probably not being nearly as stealthy as he probably thinks he is. Like, you guys probably look and he's like standing behind like a rack of clothes, and all like you just see like full top of head as he's there just like like
I'm a-
looking around.
I'm
But-
imagining
Oh,
Kronk
I
off of the Emperor's
miss
New Groove.
Cian. No.
Yeah. Yeah, he like slides into like a rack of coats, like the Homer Simpson gif. Just
So Trinket has made his introduction to you, and Bobble speaks up and says, "Yeah, is there anything that specifically you're looking for?"
I'm looking for a tall woman. Have you seen her?
For the right price, I can be a tall woman.
It's very kind, sir, but that's not what I meant. It's a very specific woman.
It's just Trinket and I here. We haven't had any other visitors today.
you guys just hear him mutter, just like,
Where the fuck did she go?
"She was just here." Like, I've already lost her.
Do you have Well, I think that first of all, I should ask fair fairs. Fair fairs. Do you have access to transportation?
Well,
Because for reasons that should not at all concern you, we very much want to leave and be elsewhere, far from here, as soon as
where
possible.
are you wanting to go?
It would be less suspicious if that mattered, wouldn't it? We're new here. We don't know a lot of places.
Well, I mean, you might be able to catch a ride next time we go somewhere, but they don't let me take control of the storm very often.
Of the, did I hear that right? But take control of the.
Of the storm. Did you
That's what I
not?
thought you said.
Did you not see it when you came in? It's
Yes,
big, black, and scary.
Right, and then you said you would take control, and that they would let you. And see, that is where the confusion happens for me.
Did you not see the wires connected to building?
Yes.
It works like bird. We fly.
don't worry about him, sir. He's just Sawyer and I were the smart ones of this party. But who's they? Who's they?
They is Trinket.
Oh, so it's a single person. It's just you're saying they.
Like a
It's-
royal we.
So it's just the two of you, no one else on here that travels around with you.
He kind of like looks like down and away, and like looks back at Trinket, and then back at you, and says, "Yeah, it's just me and Trinket."
Insight check, please.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 19 and I get to add 4 to it. 23.
You don't believe this guy whatsoever.
So wise.
Sawyer leans in and goes, Bobble, come on. You can trust me. You can trust Sawyer. Look at this face.
Well, you are nice and you are pretty. How about it? You want to buy something from Bobble?
I'll buy something
I-
from Bobble.
Can I cast the cantrip Friends on Bobble?
Sure.
So for the duration, it's concentration for only a minute, but for the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you.
Then
So,
what happens then?
well, it basically just means that, like, being a sorcerer already, I have pretty good charisma. So, like, if I'm trying to persuade something, I can.
I think that
Get some help on it.
I think
No.
after it's cast, though, he knows that you cast friends on him, right?
When it's no, that's I think charm person.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
think
it says
is
a
friends.
Creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways, depending on the nature of your interaction with it. When the spell ends, the creature realizes you used a magical influence on it. Oh. But it's also CN. So.
We can still do it. I'm
Oh, no.
super down.
No, I am here for it. Rob is saying.
This tiny little fairy comes like sliding up to Cass. Like,
Listen here, sir. What if we wanted something that's not physical item, but information? You know what I'm saying?
and like the whole time, this whole effect is ruined because he's got that weird squirrel fish, and he's there just like, like petting.
just, like,
it. Yeah, like an old
fondling?
lady, with a cat. Just
Like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
You want info from Bobble? Nobody wants info from Bobble.
Well, yeah, I assume you got info, right?
I
Everybody's got info.
got wares I can sell.
Or any
What
of those
about-
wares, secrets.
Yeah, but we're in the business of looking for secrets.
Yeah.
At this point, Trinket kind of bumps his way in. He's like, "Now, guys, you guys are overwhelming my brother. He gets nervous in crowds of people. He doesn't do a lot of the talking. That's more of my business. He's more of the collector of the items."
Trinket, I'm so glad you're here. And I take out my bag of gold and I jingle it. Say, I'm looking for short swords or scimitars or something. Can you show me where those are?
Oh, you're looking for swords, are you?
And I let him lead me away from them talking to Bobble.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Trinket takes you over, and he's like, he's looking up at the wall, and he's like, "You see those scimitars up there?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Those are the finest scimitars we've ever had in this shop.
I should dare say so.
I mean, you see the nice glow that they're giving? They're just chef's kiss. I love them. Roll me
Surely you want
roll me a perception check real quick,
perception, my
just to see if you-
speciality.
if you can see.
You got it!
The glow he is talking about.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Yes.
Plus 2.
Okay.
Amazing.
So-
Guys, Misty Mountain Gaming dies.
Wow.
As you're looking at these two scimitars, they're mounted like kind of crossed, like very ornament like. You see one that is glowing with like a yellowish orange underneath its sheath, and you have another one that is glowing like a bluish white.
God,
underneath
am I
its
about to
sheath.
become Driss Stewart?
And Trinket chimes in. He's like, they're so pretty, but yeah, nobody ever wants to buy them. I hear like they only like speak to certain people, like not like talk, but like not many people around here want scimitars. But I've kind of given them a nickname. I like to call them Fire and Ice.
Oh, it seems like I happen to be a bard by trade. It seems like someone could write a song of Fire and Ice if they really wanted to.
I hear it would be like the song would start out with just a wonderful start, and it would just come to with a crappy finish.
Yes. This seems like it's really hard to like maintain over a long time. Anyway, we should talk price, and I start engaging him, and hopefully this has bought Scinn and Sawyer some time along the while. As I'm interacting with Trinket seriously with the intention of buying some swords, but with the added benefit of trying to just distract.
Well, it's funny.
We
that
love
you
a multitasking king.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's funny that you should say that because we're cutting over to them while you're negotiating. So the two of you.
I said I wouldn't haggle.
The two of you are over there talking to Bobble. He's just kind of like, so you guys want to buy wares?
I mean, wares are great. I would love to buy something, but I'm also just like interested in you, Bubble. Share a little bit about yourself, about who you like to hang out with, where you like to travel, and with whom.
Bobble likes to hang out here in the shop. Trinket and Boss send me out to get stuff to sell in the shop. It's fun. But I prefer it here. It's usually safer. I carrying the potions is heavy, but
You're strong though, right?
Bobble's pretty strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said boss? Is that a charmed lady by chance?
He kind of looks caught off guard that you actually said the name. He's like, "How you know
That's right.
boss?"
Well, there was another satyr, and like Vinny didn't do crap, so I had to keep like dancing and running in circles and singing, and like she was in this in a house with like this little old lady, and like we chased her here.
You chased the boss?
I just really liked her outfit.
Ah,
So,
Aw.
I was interested in this. She's got style. She's very goth.
yeah.
Boss is nice. Boss is pretty. She's around back. She just got back not long ago. Said that we should probably get ready for moving the shop, but I'm not sure where we're going. She never tells me. They don't let me fly.
He should let you fly.
Yeah.
I
You know what, buddy? If you help us, we'll figure out a way to let you fly.
Yeah.
They said I could fly if I start actually selling stuff in the store instead of just picking stuff up.
Ah,
We got you covered, Bubble.
we could, yeah. That's like your nicest, cheapest item. You got like a nice brooch, because I think Jeffrey here he needs like some shush.
Yeah.
Both of you roll me a perception check, just to see what what you see around the shop.
I think my perception has nothing. Yeah, it has nothing.
Oh,
God,
I lost it. I don't know where it went, so I'll just
In
read you
void.
that.
I have been gifted guidances that I have not used. If either of you would like me to donate them to you, if Rob is okay with that, I would happily trade them around.
I'm okay with that.
They've been paid for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll add a guidance. I could get up to 19 if I rolled 4. 18.
Where's my D4s? Fine, we'll use this guy.
That makes it 17.
Okay.
Hey, I've marked 2 guidances off my stock. I have 2 left.
Thanks, Rob.
So as you're looking around the store, you see a shelf that has some like mugs of beer on one side. You see some half-eaten duskmallow pies. You see a small bundle of firewood. You see a sign that says ink portraits. If we have to look at you, so should you. Over on another side of the building, you see what looks to be some jewelry. Just like a ornate, not ornate, like a regular pair of glasses. There appears to be a monocle with a nice pretty chain on it. There's a ring over there that is very shiny. And it looks expensive, but it's one of those like, because it's so shiny you don't know. You see some like crates of potions, everything ranging from some supreme healing potions, some greater healing potions, and some regular potions. On a table you see a chainmail armor like shirt essentially. And what else do you see? Yeah, that's all you see for now.
Like the spread there.
Kinda digging those glasses.
I think you'd look good in glasses.
DN's ultimate goal for the campaign is to assess her Rob.
Listen, Lucinda died last week. We need.
Oh, we didn't mention that in the update. Or the
R.I.P.
recap.
Lucinda.
Rest in peace, Lucinda. You fought
Right.
hard, you old
Speaking of
lady.
Lucinda, I've given up on my hair early this stream. We're just gonna let it go.
It's part of the chaos.
Um,
Yeah, seeing you should try on those glasses.
Can I try them on, sir?
I mean, those are trinkets, glasses. I don't know if he wants me to sell them, but I mean, you can try them on.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yes, he's like putting on these glasses that are probably way too big, but
They're like this big.
turn around looking like the mole from Atlantis. Just
So as you put them on, Trinket looks at you like, "Hey, bud, those glasses look real good on you. But they're not for sale. Those are mine. That's the only way I can see to fly."
Oh.
he kind of glances to Sawyer with this look. Is like,
Sawyer's already looking the same exact way. Pat.
Yeah. Oop, I dropped something.
My bad, sir. My bad. They look real nice. I'd pay a pretty gold for them.
As he's like slowly, just like slowly taking them off his face.
I mean, if it's you know what? Let me finish up this sale with your friend here, and then I can't sell you my glasses, but that monocle there is for sale if you want one glass.
Then I can only see out of one eye.
And Bubble's been real persuasive about sharing everything that's here, and we're both really interested in these glasses now that Bubble's told us,
Yeah.
how lovely they are. I mean, look at the shine on the rim.
I mean,
Beautiful.
Well, I know for a fact that Bobble didn't say that because Bobble knows not to sell my glasses after the last time he tried.
He's just an excellent salesman. What can I say? He talks about all these items. I just want to buy.
Well, you know, if you want to buy something, I mean, look at that shirt. All right, we got a ring. We got potions.
I
we got
have a
swords.
shirt though.
We got.
I don't need another shirt. I only need one. Everyone only needs one shirt,
But
right?
does that shirt protect you against acid?
Sawyer, a woman after my own heart.
I mean, your shirt looks like it doesn't protect you against acid. This one, it protects you against acid.
Right, but
we've already dealt with acid today, sir. We're fine.
Which
yeah, I'm good. See, these muscles protect me from acid.
I mean, if you don't want it, I'm not gonna force it upon you. But
I mean, if you're not gonna let me take your classes, like, what else can I take?
Just not as persuaded as
Just
your
a very-
bubble was just so convincing about all the
I'm
items in
so-
the shop.
Upset. Gregory thought like his dad was gonna get some nice glasses today, and just Gregory's real upset now too. And it's just like this like fish head that's just like like flopped to the side.
So
It
glad
just-
we landed on fish head.
We got to be careful here, sir, because when Scinn wants to speak to a manager, he can say some really harsh things, and I don't want that to happen to you.
There's the secret. Don't want to make Gregory angry. He gets like real green and nasty, and
Yeah, you see this black eye right here. That's from Gregory.
yeah, just a good
Wait.
limp. Just
you know what? Tell you what. If you buy that ring that I can't seem to sell, I'll give you the glasses for free.
what does the ring do? Is it just a ring? Is it like is it ugly? Is that why you can't
What's
sell
wrong
it?
with the ring?
I want to hear Bobble tell me about this ring.
Yeah,
Your
pointedly.
brother's very persuasive. I like
Pointedly
his
turns
art
to
of the
Bobble.
sale.
Yeah, pointedly just
I
turns
like
back to Bubble.
rest my hand on the counter. What's the deal with the ring, Bubble?
Oh, you know that ring. I found it in the river, but it's just really shiny and pretty. I really like it,
Wait.
but they won't let me wear it.
I'm sorry, you found us in a river?
Yeah, it was in a river when I was fishing.
Was it with your friend Deagle?
I don't know who Deagle is, but
Okay, that's good. Woo, good. Okay,
How
never mind.
how much is the ring?
I mean, boss wants 10,000 gold for it, but I don't think it's worth 10,000 gold. You'd really be helping Bobble out if you bought it, but what can you afford?
What can I buy? 6 gold.
6 gold?
I got
Yeah.
15 too. We'll pool our funds together.
Yes.
And you see him sit there and he's thinking. He's like, well,
And I'll throw in a rope that I found in a river.
oh,
That's a fair trade.
that that does seem like a fair trade.
Sawyer's real good at finding things in rivers, you know.
You and I have got that in common, Bobble.
Tell you what,
Really, all things found in a river are excellent value.
Yeah.
you know what? Bobble will give you a good deal. I'll sell you the ring for 6 gold. It's gonna come with the glasses for free because Trinket said he'll give you the glasses. But I also want to sell you this unicorn horn too. It's
You drive a hard bargain.
but
Really?
I'm listening.
Yeah, man.
the unicorn horn won't cost you gold. I just want your rhythm. And he's looking at Sawyer.
Are you saying I don't have rhythm?
Got rhythm.
Define rhythm.
Phineas and Ferb, anytime. Never mind.
Well,
I got the reference.
Thank you.
you know, like whenever they do the dance where it goes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like you wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Right. Is that different than like 1, 2, 1, 2 though? Like-
Yeah. See, she's real good at punching things, but like, I don't punch things. I just fly away. So like,
I'd be willing
to have
give
my
you
rhythm.
dancing rhythm, but not the fighting rhythm. Is that
Yeah.
separate?
I don't know how the rhythm works. I just know that I want this this marionette to be able to finally dance. And he pulls out this marionette from a drawer, and he's just kind of dangling it. He's like, see, like he wants to dance, but he got no rhythm.
Well, how about this, sir? Because I rely on Sawyer. Punch all the things that want to eat me, and also to punch all the things that make angry, and also to punch everything.
Really
so
good
how
at it.
about I'm like the same size as the marionette, so like if you really need rhythm, you could take mine, or like maybe I could just like do a little ballroom dance with it for a little bit. Maybe that would make it happy.
Yeah, I'm a lot bigger than the marionette, so it might like break the legs if it's making Sawyer-sized step.
Yeah, I'm a very small person.
I'm just picturing Cian dancing around the room with a marionette right now.
Yeah. But like in Anastasia, like ballroom dancing.
Right.
Just like fully graceful, beautiful, brings us all the tears.
Let me ask boss if your rhythm is good enough for Marion. I'll let you think on that deal. But that's really the only deal that I can't sell you the ring without getting rid of the unicorn horn, because Bobble wants to fly the balloon one day.
Right.
You deserve to fly.
And
Yeah.
he's like, all right, hold on, I'll be back around. And he kind of goes towards the back of the shop, out of sight.
See and listen.
Oh.
If it's just my dance moves, not my punching or anything, I'm totally fine with it. Got 2 left feet, can't dance worth shit. But if it's actually like I can't punch in a certain rhythm, fury of blows sort of deal, it's off. I can't do that.
Yeah, I think if they're not sure, I think it's too big of a risk.
Yeah.
I think it's too big of a risk. Like,
But I also don't want you to lose your little boogie abilities.
oh, don't worry, I'll fight him again.
I can never lose my boogie ability, baby.
You're very brave fairy, see it.
If KJ's around, it means that song from the Goofy movie's on all the time. So there's definitely a rhythm. So
And cutting back over to Trinket talking to Cheshire. So here, let me get these down for you. Let you really feel them, like feel the flow, how they kind of cut through the air. Just don't cut me or my stuff, okay? And he gets down one of them, hands it to you. It's the orange glowing one, and he reaches back up there, grabs the blue glowing one, and hands them both to you. And he's like, "See, don't they feel nice?"
I lighter than I expected, and longer than the dagger I've been using.
As you're holding them, they feel like the most balanced weapons you've like. They almost fit like a glove.
If I'm that comfortable with them, I will try to like juggle them from hand to hand a little bit and turn them around my wrists and whatnot. Do a couple little tricks.
Okay. Do it with advantage.
Okay. Would you say sleight of hand maybe, or more acrobatics?
I want to say performance, actually.
Well, okay, I can do that. Okay, solid. Way more solid. That is a 24.
So
Ooh.
you are like you're doing all kinds of tricks with these. Granted, like the sheaths are still like tied on them. The blades are unexposed, so you're not really worried that you're gonna cut yourself. And you're flipping them around the wrist, and like almost like if someone were to see you, like this guy's like a trained professional. It's just like second nature. Some people might say you're a show off. And Trinket's like, man, those look so good with you.
Do they?
I can't let you leave here without them.
They do seem quite. I've never considered myself a swordsman, but I've done tricks with in different like batons and kitchen knives and things just to entertain before. And this, I don't mean to undersell it, but this feels right. No.
Well, for right, what price seems right?
Sawyer, have you seen these swords?
Oh, Cheshire, those look amazing with you.
Right, and I think I should. Do you recall what scimitars are worth back home? I don't want to underpay the job.
Of course. So definitely, like, back where we're from, it's like 5 gold each. So like maybe a little bit more than that.
They do
because
glow.
they're beautiful. They glow. Yes. They're beautiful colors. So definitely a little more on top of that, I think, would be generous on your behalf.
As you're sitting there talking back and forth, you kind of turn back around. You make eye contact with Trinket, and he's just like staring directly into your eyes, like just like staring directly like at your eye specifically.
Cheshire or Sawyer?
You, Cheshire. Sorry.
Oh. Does that sound fair? What price did you have in mind?
Well, 5 gold each seems a little steep. Like I don't want to like give you guys a bad impression about wondrous wares and fair fares.
Of course.
But I do have to get some wondrous wares and some gold at the same time. Tell you what, I won't charge you any gold. Not 1 gold.
Give Sawyer a look like, I knew it. What would you be interested in?
All I want in return, like
you can have my river rope, and I pull it out.
He pulls out.
Take the part with it.
He pulls out a marble out of his pocket, just kind of looking at it, and it's just like a clear, like milky looking marble. Doesn't have any color to it. And he's looking at it, looks back at your eye, looks at it, and he's like, I just want the color of your eyes.
Absolutely not, sir. I could literally go, like, there was a lot of things in that slime that we just found. I'm sure we could find a sword in that slime.
Yeah, we can go back there, no problem. We totally kicked its ass before.
I mean...
Or we can find you a marble that has color in it.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Could I? And I reach into my pocket and I pull out 3 scrolls bound together with a loot string. Say, do you mind if I just read one of these real quick?
You know what? You should take
While
your
I'm
time.
thinking of it.
Yeah, check over the financial affairs or that. That's important.
Absolutely. You do what you need to do. He's like, I gotta go check some things in back real quick. I'll be right back up. And hopefully, we'll have a sale whenever you come back.
Right. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for letting me have a little. And then he's walking away. Color my eye. I mean, color my eye as things go. I've had worse things taken from me. Sure. What was I doing with the color of my eyes before now?
But it's a good color of eye, bro.
So like you didn't have to take the whole eye.
And And it's yours. Like, do you really like want to trade that forever for some like dinky little sword?
And who knows what he's gonna do with it either.
Ugh.
Like, it's not my sight. It's not taking my sight. It's just
But
taking, like, the baby blue.
You don't know that, man. You don't know that.
That's just what he said. Anyway, I'm going to take one of these things. We got 3 scrolls of Identify tied together with a loop string back in the cottage. And I'm going to pick one of these scimitars. I'm going to pick Fire.
Okay.
But I assume Fire is the orange one. If not, that is going to throw me for a loop forever. And I will read the Identify scroll over it.
Okay, and that basically just tells you what it is, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'll give you.
Let's be very specific about it. It basically casts the Identify spell for me. I stand there casting it for the next minute. It takes a minute to read the scroll.
Okay.
And then, as I'm touching it throughout the casting of the spell, if it is magic or magic imbued, I learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has if it's an item that has charges. I learned whether any spells are affecting the item, and if the item was created by a spell. Does not help me out if it's cursed or sentient or any of those other things.
Okay. So as you're identifying the sword, you learn that it has another name. It's called the Flame Tongue Scimitar.
Okay.
It is a 1d6 of slashing damage. It's a finesse light weapon. You can use a bonus action to speak this magic sword's command word, causing flames to erupt from the blade. The flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet. While the sword is ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 of fire damage to any target it hits. The flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or sheath the sword. It's finesse, so when making an attack with a finesse weapon, you use your choice of strength or dexterity modifier for the attack damage rolls. You must use the same modifier for both rolls. It's light, so it's small, easy to handle, making it ideal for use for fighting with 2 weapons.
Cheshire takes about 5 seconds longer to think about this than Rob does, because Rob knows. Flame tongue swords. And Cheshire looks at his friends meaningfully with a twinkle in his eyes, perhaps the last twinkle that will ever show up in the color is Rob, and says, I think I need this. I think we need this. I think this could be the difference between killing a mad rabbit with a hot iron and not killing a mad rabbit with a hot iron in the future. I think we need our own hot iron, and this bad bit of steel might be it. I don't even know what the other one does.
This is your decision. I just want to make sure you're really thinking about it. That's all.
I'll be honest. The color of my eyes has not helped me in my entire life up till now, but this might.
Just to put one more thing in there, what if he takes the color of your eyes and then clones you, and then there's like a bajillion little Cheshires running around everywhere?
I think then they will be very easy fodder for the things that live in the Feywild if they don't have this sword.
What if he takes the colour of your eyes and then makes it like associated with like the worst thing ever, so that everyone thinks Cheshire eye colour is gross or something? You know?
Darling, it's not like I had any prospects before today, okay?
You know what? Fair.
Have little
anyway,
sweater lady.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's Rat Fashion Week on
are
Misty
there
Mountain
little
Streaming.
like unicorns on that sock? What are those?
Yeah, little unicorns.
Oh,
And she's got little tiny armholes. So
She doesn't look that
It's so
angry.
cute.
I just looked over to see her laying on her back because I think she'd rolled over and tried to get out of it and she was stuck. So I was
She
like, okay,
turtled.
I'll get you. Yeah.
There you go. Irish is a big fan of the ratties. Get some ratties on the stream.
You're an angry little woman. Yeah.
Cheshire's fine with it. Cheshire quickly says to the guys, if there's anything they want that actually costs gold, he has this set of leather armor. He's wearing this breastplate they found in the pool now. If they maybe want to get a little bit of a discount on something, he can trade in this old armor. Never mind that it's been, shot by a necromancer and branded with a hot poker. But you can still get a couple of gold for it. It was worth 10 gold back in the day. But yeah, he's planning on making that trade when Trinket comes back.
Okay.
Ian's gonna position himself by whatever direction they both disappear to, but he's also gonna be thinking up any ideas in the event they do something real sketchy. So
Yeah, Sawyer's just gonna let Cheshire know that they're after Sawyer's rhythm as well, and that she's not too sure about that one. But we'll see what happens.
I don't know
So,
why they never
is it
asked.
the punching rhythm, or is it just like the
Don't
dancing?
know yet.
That was my question. They didn't know because they
You
could
should-
have my two left feet, no problem.
I don't.
You definitely
I don't know.
punch in staccato sometimes,
I didn't know
why
what that
they
means, but yeah.
Always ask you guys for things, and they never ask me for things. We're just quiet.
It's because
Maybe-
they're too perfect, and they know they can't ruin perfection.
I think it's because they know that we're more likely to give things up. Like maybe we're suckers and we'll just not.
I do come across as easily bamboozled.
Not to me.
sometimes.
You don't seem that bamboozleable.
Thank you.
one little dagger slides out, and Ian's like, "Oh, I know."
Oh, and if I buy these, you
No.
can have
No one gets
Talaval's
ahead of
dagger
me.
back.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of, to be fair, Cheshire, I told you to look real cool with it, but it's kind of like a toothpick when you hold it.
Yes, it sort of is. But these babies.
Those are
Anyway.
big
Those are the right size for you. Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys are standing there talking, trying to come up with if you're gonna make these deals or not, all of you roll me a perception check at disadvantage because I'm gonna say you're distracted at this point.
I'm gonna burn one of my banked inspos to roll flat.
16.
Neither of the rolls were very good, so.
Thank you for the cheer, Irish. We should start a bit.
Yes.
She's sleeping. Otherwise,
Ah.
It was in
Unicorn.
honor of the Rado.
Yeah, her little sweater.
Okay. Everything I did to make that better is still a 13.
if she bad girl, she's still gonna be in sweater come Monday.
So, as you guys were all sitting there talking,
I
amongst
got a
yourselves-
whole 2.
Oh,
Two.
two.
Yeah, 2.
Um,
No,
There we go.
I rolled a 7 and a 2.
So you haven't noticed anything. Sawyer, you did notice, like, not like notice, but it was like the back of your head, like, did the building just move a little bit? But you didn't think anything of it while you were talking.
Mini earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They've been in there for a while. See anyone go knock on the door and be intimidating like you are?
Well, don't worry, I got it. And he like flies over and starts like banging on the door. He's like, "Hey, we got customers out here.
Right about the
Yo,
time
come
that
out.
you're
We're just gonna take our gold and our rhythm and our eye color elsewhere."
right about the time that
Yeah.
you're knocking on the little entryway there, Trinket comes back out and just basically walks right into you and kind of like stumbles, like trying to catch his balance. He's like, "Oh, you have to."
He like bounces in, him and see and just goes back, like like if you're knocked in like anti-gravity, and he just goes and like starts floating away.
It's like,
Oh, you
watch it,
you
little
gotta be
one.
careful.
You gotta be careful.
Mom-
Like at this time, like it's dangerous if you're not careful on where you're standing. You could easily fall, and I don't want that to happen. Okay.
It's a liability waiting to happen. You got to put
exactly.
a label on that door
We don't
that it
have-
opens out this way.
Right, we don't have insurance, so I mean, if you fall, you fall. So
Right, and there's nothing to help you if we contact anything legally. So that would be really bad on you, and we're just looking out for you, really. You're welcome.
okay. Bob will be back with you guys here in a minute. He got the boss. It's a whole thing.
Good old Bobble. He's such a businessman.
Trinket comes back over to Cheshire and is like, "So, friend, have you thought more about my proposition?"
So, just to be clear, you need the color from both eyes. It's like one scimitar per color of eye.
That's correct. I just want the color of your eyes, and you can have both of these lovely swords.
I'm very curious. How are you going to procure that? Is it going to be painful?
You won't feel a thing.
Insight check.
Because like from the other
Weird
side,
that I'm not rolling it.
because from the other side of the store, Cian's there like holding Gregory and just like staring real intent. Ooh. I have anything to add to insight though, because I never roll these for him.
Now, if I ever cosplay Cheshire, I'm gonna have to get colored contact.
That makes it a
No, it's
16 because
fine.
they got a +2.
Okay, so
Ooh.
you completely believe that he's telling the truth, and that Cheshire won't feel a thing.
And tries to get eye contact with Trinket for a second so we can kind of go like. He turns back around to Sawyer.
That was good.
You know what?
I keep them on their toes.
It's a bog.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm giving you a killer deal. I don't want to take your gold.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a deal.
Oh,
Let's do it.
easy enough.
Yeah, don't worry, Cheshire. We'll find you better coloured eyes later, anyways.
You think there's something wrong with my eye color?
No,
I know,
but we could
you're
find
about
you
to have
like
no color.
yeah, we
There
could
was
find you like
saying that there was room
rainbow
for
eyes.
improvement?
You could get them to match all your sashes, make them rainbow,
Oh, God.
sparkly.
Well, now I feel better about losing this eye color if there was room for improvement in the first place.
I feel like there's room for improvement in any part of people. That's why I work out.
Okay.
So Trinket is kind of like snapping back at you, like, "All right, focus. I need you to look directly."
I'm sorry. Every time you say that, I'm imagining this armored bear.
Oh.
Anyway, go on.
He's holding this
Also,
marble.
Irish lightened the mood.
Yep.
Just so you know, DM.
You're
Right
aware.
before we talk about how my eyes going to be gouged out.
So I need you to just look directly into this marble, like you're looking into the deepest pool of water, and you see something shiny. And Trinket holds it up to your eye and is like, "All right, are you ready? I promise you won't
Yes.
feel
Yes.
a thing." And
Yes.
and winks at you right at the last second. And goes, "You be mine." You don't feel anything. For a second,
I'm ready.
you don't see anything.
Ah.
And then you blink a couple times, and your eyesight comes back. And this marble that was like a milky white before, what color were your eyes?
They were blue.
Blue. It's a very pretty, swirly blue. Like, this marble looks like it just became the most exquisite thing on the shop. He's like, "Thank you for that, friend." And he goes back into the back.
These are mine now.
Yeah.
They're yours. You can
Mhm.
take them.
I start situating them into my sashes.
So is Cheshire just now like little
Sucker.
black pupil dots and nothing else?
Oh no.
You'll see whenever he decides to look at you.
Okay. Hey, Cheshire.
What?
As he turns around and looks at you, his eyes are completely translucent. You see nothing there, like no color.
Not even the pupil?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just white.
Whoa.
That's kind of scary.
I became an ASMR, guys.
That mixed with the can't smile thing. Spooky boy. Yeah, so Sawyer just kind of like, huh. Suits you. Yeah, looks great. That looks
Feel
really
good,
good,
right?
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll look along the way, see if any eye colors catch your eye. Get it? And if we see something we like, you can always get one color one way and another the other way, or
Sure.
something cool. Yeah.
You know, I hear there's this chap out there named Vecna. Maybe he could give me one of his.
I
Oh.
think I mean just the name Vecna makes him sound like a real nice, generous fella. So
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Carry on with your shopping. I think I'll step out to the porch and have a look at these.
Oh yeah, we're just waiting on Bubble. I think he's
Yeah.
my new best friend.
Don't want to,
Apart from
like,
you guys.
really, really show out in the inside of a shop. And I think
Right.
this one lights on fire, so maybe not.
Oh.
So I'll make my way to the front door and open it up and prepare to head outside.
Okay. So as you open the door, the house you're in is now flying. You don't see the ground.
Are you okay? Your eyes hurting? Maybe they have magical eye drops.
No, and I'm like hugging the door.
Bobble comes around from the back. What's all the screaming about, guys?
Ground where? Ground where? Ground?
He lost his way of speaking with his eye color.
Maddie, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm
Have
glad
you
to be
never flown
What?
before?
Working
No!
together, yeah.
Well, no, I actually did, but like I could see the ground. The ground was there, and I made the choice myself to not be on the ground. Ground where?
Yeah, we didn't know we were flying.
No,
I
we did not.
didn't know either until boss said, make sure everything's secured. So I came out here to secure things. But
She'd be
then I
real
heard
sweet.
screaming. Oh yeah. Boss said that she'd come out and help facilitate your sale about the rhythm. She said Bobble can't make that sale.
We want you to make the sale. You're the one who talked to us and persuaded us and was
Yeah.
such a good salesman.
Maybe you tell boss that and she give me a little credit.
Yeah. We're putting a good word
well-
for you.
I'll make sure you get all the credit.
Did she say we could not do the punchy rhythm, or?
She said that she would explain everything that she could when she comes up. She was just making sure we were underway.
Did she want to make
We're
sure
over
everything was-
something.
So, like, when you went back there, did you tell her we were out here, and then she said to like batten down the hatches, or
Yeah.
what was the order of events?
I went back there, and she said that we were already underway, and that I need to make sure that everything is attached so it doesn't move around too much. We've had broken merchandise in the past.
So we're supposed to be here. She wants us to be here.
I don't know that she knew you were coming, but she runs a pretty tight building, if you know what I mean.
But she knew there were customers on board,
Um,
right?
No, she didn't.
Ah.
And about this time, you see a tall, slender darkling come back from the back, and she's looking at you and like, "Oh, it's It's just the three of you. We met back at Bavlorna's. What can I do for you
Crazy
today?
coincidence. This is just. Who
I'm
would have thought?
so happy to see that you guys found my shop. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you're aware by now, we're not in Hither anymore.
That's fine. We didn't really like Hither.
And as he says that, he's
They
gonna
didn't
look
really
to
like us.
see. He's gonna see if her shadow was attached to her.
Oh.
Make a perception.
Okay.
While we're making rolls, by the way, I still have guidance if you don't. Bye. Thank you, Steadfast Samwise, good friend of the channel and frequent frequent gift tweeter of our games.
Using my
for the gifted-
inspiration.
For the gifted subs, J
you.
Pippo and Legede Scrims. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. You're welcome for your subscriptions to this channel through the generosity of Sam. Thank you, darling. Irish, I believe you did. Yes.
I used my inspiration because I rolled a 2 to start, so I used my
Oh.
inspiration.
You don't want to see that.
That brought it to a 14.
Okay. You are able to see Charm does have her shadow.
I keep a close eye on that.
So Bobble told me that you were interested in this ring, trinkets, silly old glasses, the unicorn horn, and he was gonna make a trade for like a small amount of gold and some rhythm. Is that correct?
What? Yeah. I just first have to say, Bobble's an excellent shopkeep, and I really think that you should, promotion, raise, some sort of recognition, just employee of the month. Really
Yeah.
well done. You've really got a treasure in
Yeah.
Bobble.
I mean, Bobble was like so nice, and like that one over there was real snarky.
Yeah.
Well, you
Just-
know,
Just saying.
Bobble hasn't had many opportunities to make sales, so I would be more than happy to give him, a nice little morale boost, or maybe
Yeah.
we'll let him. If the sale goes as planned, maybe I'll let him fly the house.
That would be so kind of you. Wow. That would be just wonderful.
I know it's a dream of his, and I told him once he makes a few sales, we would definitely talk about it.
Now, here's our concern. Shared concern overall. We want to make sure it's all settled and good before we agree to anything. When it comes to said rhythm, does it matter whose rhythm it is? And how far does the rhythm extend? Is it just little dancey steps, or?
And
Well-
also, just what would the price of the trade be if, say, we were interested in paying entirely gold and not silver?
You want to
Yeah.
pay entirely gold?
That would be a lot
Big-
of money.
Big spenders. Okay. She starts looking at the items and she's like, okay, this. You hear her mutter, okay, 500 here. 10,000.
I think she's gonna give us a number that's more than I weigh, guys.
You know what? It'd probably be around 15,000 gold, but I'll cut you guys a deal for 12.
Oh, gold! That is so
Oh,
generous
no.
to you.
No,
I
darling.
start counting out 1, 2, 3.
Darling, I
9,
don't
10,
have
11,
time
12.
for you to count out 12,000 gold.
Oh no, I've got 12 right here. You said 12. We all heard 12, right?
I had 12.
We would even throw in a paper wasp nest in a jar, just because you're such a good sport.
And a rope I found in a river.
Tell you what, if you give me the wasp nest and let's say 50 gold, I won't need the rhythm. But you will have to tell Bobble that he's not allowed to fly.
What? That's not part. Why would that be part of the deal?
I
Does
mean,
not seem fair.
I don't
No.
To
know.
put in an emotional tax on your customers,
He-
really.
He will
I
get
mean,
the commission from the entire sale. But I'm not going to break that news to him. This is your decision.
So we get the glasses in this deal.
You get the glasses. You
The
get,
glasses that fly the whole storm thing.
it allows you to be able to see through obstacles. Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
You'll get
if-
the ring, and you'll get the unicorn horn that he promised you as well.
Okay, guys, I can afford 50 gold with the money that ran magically appeared in my pocket in that paper wasp nest. We won that for the race, and
Right.
we can genuinely do that. And Bubba was going to fly the shop anyway at the same sale. It's just not going to be fun by any means, and I think it's a very cool thing for you to have to offer. But if we risk losing swords, no.
Just one second. And he turns back to Charm and he's like, how about we don't have to tell Bobble, and I'll add Gregory to the deal. And I've got these really pretty rocks. He pulls out that he definitely picked up from around Petal. He's gonna try to make him seem nicer. He's like, these are just like the fanciest rocks you're gonna ever see. They're not even from this world.
Sawyer's acting and feigning as shocked as she possibly can be. Gregory and the rocks. Oh,
I know. I mean, to be fair, Gregory, he's not made for the life of adventure.
In like
He's
a
made to be pampered.
like a split second, she snaps and like gets right in your face real quick and says, "Listen, child, I
He does
am
not flinch. He stands back. Like,
So
it's like,
you're looking into this like pasty white face with like this cynical grin, sharp teeth underneath like this black, almost like a witch's hat. It says, "Listen, child, I am not here to bargain with your crap. I want what I want. If you don't like the deal, see your way out of my store."
You can't right now. You flew away.
She kind of like
Think about that.
Kind of like
Think about that.
snaps back.
Also,
at
I'm not a child. I'm just small. That's
And you
rude
s-
on your part.
and you started the bargain, so like, don't come at us when
Yeah.
we counter offer.
You also
What you put
never
down.
answered my friend's questions about the rhythm. Just saying, you never answered them.
Maybe I want the original deal, but you didn't answer my questions.
Yeah.
I mean, does it occur to you that I don't know what rhythm that it wants? I just know that the marionette needs the rhythm.
Well, then that doesn't sound like a very clear offer either.
I mean, it looks like the deal went well for your friend over there.
Well, sure, but his eye color doesn't affect his stunning performance.
Yeah.
Believe me, darling,
doesn't-
your rhythm isn't gonna affect your performance either.
Listen here, lady. Just because you're like all tall, dark, and pasty, like, so high and mighty, my god. These tall people. Where?
he's just like muttering to himself now.
So, do we have a deal? I have
The
two options
marionette.
for you. 6 gold and your rhythm, or 50 gold and the paper wasp nest in a jar.
Will it take my rhythm? And if we go with that option, can you let Bobble fly?
I
Bobble
want to undersell it, Scinn, but do you have any rhythm? Do you have any sense of rhythm whatsoever at all?
How dare you?
It's a ballroom dancer.
I have the most rhythm in my whole family. Okay, and there's like one guy. That one brother likes to sing. Okay, and he doesn't have any rhythm. I have all of it.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, good. That's one of my good stats, man.
Real quick, inspiration for Sawyer, if you didn't see it already. And
Thank
guidance
you.
also for Sawyer from darling little Isky, who has joined us. Hello, Isky. Glad to see you back.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
I rolled a 19 and I have +3.
Okay. That's more than enough to persuade. So Charm looks at you and I guess the rhythm would work fine for you, but since it's less rhythm, 10 gold.
Eight gold.
10 gold.
8 gold and a set of slightly used leather armor.
Ooh.
We know it works because it's gotten hit by things.
You know, only because your friend here made an exquisite purchase with fire and ice, I will take that deal.
Are you right, Scinn?
Yeah.
Then-
Yeah.
Sold. It's a deal. Bargain struck.
Okay. Let me get the marionette ready, and she holds it up on the counter here and starts wiggling it around, making it kind of dance around, and goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And all of a sudden, what looked to be just this marionette just kind of like flopping and wailing around, it's doing the most like delicate waltz on this this countertop. Okay, now that we have full payment, let me get you your items. She gets this unicorn horn and kind of wraps it up in a nice packaging for you, and like, keep this safe. You all don't know how valuable this is alone. And she hands it to Sawyer. Gets the glasses and just kind of giggles at him and gives them to Scinn, and gets this just exquisite gold ring that is very shiny, and says, who wants the ring?
Okay, group meeting, group huddle. And he's like, he's gonna like shove her band. If we're not sure what it does, we can take it for now and just shove it in a pouch, and we can figure it out later.
I think it's a good idea.
Because I mean, what if it's cursed? What if we just bought a cursed item?
Yeah, especially because Bobble said nobody wants it, and he found it in a river.
Yeah, yeah. We'll do that. Just put it right here in this little hip pouch right here. He's gonna like open this tiny little pouch. Like, just pop it right in there.
We don't want it to get smudged before we get to our
No.
destination.
Yeah.
Darlings, I'm sorry. With a piece, this ring itself is worth 10,000 gold. I don't want you to come back at me saying that you lost it, that
We won't.
it's gone. I want it on somebody's finger before we land.
Put it on Gregory's finger. He has little hands. He's got little squirrel hands.
Not to offend you, I'm not sure you're aware, but that fish thing is dead.
Trust me, I'm
saw it
aware.
at
Trust me, I'm
Babylon's.
aware, ma'am. He smells very bad. That doesn't make him any less of a
I was
person.
wondering if you had smelled that too, because it's quite atrocious.
He's also been inside a slime, okay? Like, it's just, he's having a rough day, okay? And now you're insulting him. Just put the ring on his hand. Like, he's trying real hard not to have to put this ring on, but if he has to, he'll put the ring on.
She's like, I will not do the dishonor of putting this on a dead thing, but hold out your
Yeah,
hand.
well-
You can choose what you do with it. Puts it in your hand and like closes your fingers over the top of it.
Does it hurt? Like, does it burn? What's it doing?
Nope, it's just a shiny gold ring in your hand.
You want me to hold on to it? Like, I mean, you lost your rhythm, and Cheshire doesn't have his eye color. I could take the ring, even if it's something funky. I'll do it.
To be honest, I don't really feel different, but like, yeah, you could, what? Okay, you have the horn too, though. If they're both magic, are they gonna make you explode? Is that how
Is that
magic works?
possible? I didn't know how magic works at all. Is that possible? I don't
If
want
you
to
magic, and I
explode.
need to know how it works.
Okay, wait. I have scrolls left. Do we need to know how one of these items works? I can find out.
The ring,
I
the
would say
ring.
that, yeah, this was so much more expensive. And Bobble told us no one wants it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use the scroll on the ring, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I use the scroll on the ring. I have one left.
Okay.
I spend the next minute holding the ring in the palm of my hand and saying magic words.
Okay. And with that, we are going to go to break.
Oh,
So,
DM's accomplice, by the way, coming in from Eric, the
Ooh.
existential nerd. Also, Scinn gets inspiration because you need it, apparently.
So, guys, bear with us just a few minutes. We're going to go to break, stretch our legs, get new beverages, use the potty, all
Go
the
to the
fun things.
bathroom.
While we're away,
Magic words, magic words, magic words, magic words, magic words.
let us know in chat what you think this ring is. And we will be back.
And also my
I hope-
other centaur.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we getting some gear, y'all. I'm curious about this unit.
did you get your arm out of the sock? Why are you
The
like
random
this?
conversation that you can hear whenever the stream's back.
You were getting back in this sock, you little turd.
What is up, everyone? We are back. Thank you for hanging out with us and allowing us to take our much-needed break because I am long-winded and talk way too much. So,
You're back in your sock,
you know what the ring is? What do you think the ring is?
This is the closest we'll get to ASMR on this channel. Are you ready?
Oh,
There you
go.
That was
Here,
so
Ori,
satisfying.
Can you chew the microphone? No? Are you mad at me because I put you back in the sock?
He just wants to be free.
So,
Oh, yeah,
you
she's
guys
mad.
are
She's mad.
identifying this very exquisite ring that you were given. Cheshire, as you're identifying it, it has little etchings and not like markings of sort, but like it's been worn before. It's an older ring, but it's been kept very nice. You are able to tell that it has a kind of a magic aura to it. I'm trying to figure out what I am able to tell you about it. You can use your action to say a phrase known, to make a drain attack against a creature within 5 feet of you. The target must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or take 6d4 of necrotic damage. You regain the hit points equal to the necrotic damage you dealt. You must wait 1 hour before you can use the feature again. Any attacks made upon a creature who is unaware or does not expect the wearer to attack gets 1d8 added to the damage attack roll of the attack. Yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you right now.
At the end of this casting of this spell, it takes a minute, reads the scroll. The scroll begins to burn away from the bottom and creep up towards the edge, begins to vanish. And Cheshire drops the ring, turns his hands vertical, lets it fall, and does that real quick. Says, "Oh, sorry. I mean, it's not that it's bad. It's I don't want it. Sawyer probably would like you might like this. It involves being close to someone that you don't like, and
Oh,
often
you don't like
I think
me?
no. Sorry. Scinn and I don't traditionally like to be close to people we don't like. You, however, do, and you continuously strike them.
I got you. It's a punching ring. Take it.
Yes, just take it. Take it. You'll find out the lesson.
So it's just like I can beat people up better.
So imagine that you punch someone, and you know how you punch someone several times.
Yeah.
Instead of punching someone several times, you punch them once with the ring, and it hurts in a not punching way, and then you will be invigorated by the punch.
We'll take it.
I
All
thought you
right. Yeah.
It
I'll slip it
gives you
on.
gives you an adrenaline rush then.
Okay. So as you slip it on, Cheshire
This is cursed somehow,
and Scinn, can I have you mute your headphones so you can't hear what I'm talking about?
All right. Just
I'll
wave
give
your hand.
I'll give you a thumbs
it's
up.
It's deafened in Discord.
I just have to see how I do that because I know how I mute myself, but not everybody.
It's
the
usually
headphones icon
next to the
my
microphone
gosh.
icon.
I don't have that. I just have a microphone.
Just take your headphones off and look for us to be waving.
Yeah, that'll work. That's the easiest.
And I'm gonna die.
Okay. All right. So,
I'm so excited. Secrets.
so the ring that you have is called Jack's Ripper Ring.
Oh, okay.
Now that you have put it on, you
Yeah.
cannot take the ring off by any means other than a wish
Okay.
spell. Like I had mentioned before, you may use your action to say a phrase known only by Jack to make a drain attack against a creature 5 feet in front of you. And the target must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 6d4 of necrotic damage. You regain that health back. This ring
That's really cool.
This ring is sentient. The ring is chaotic evil. Has a intelligence of 18 plus 4. Wisdom is 24 plus 7. Charisma is 22 plus 6.
This ring's wiser and more charismatic than Sawyer is.
It has hearing and dark vision for 60 feet. It understands and speaks Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Primordial, and Infernal. When in combat, Jack's ring can be heard by you, or Jack's ring can be heard by the wearer, making comments such as, yes, more blood, kill that one. Jack's ring is a very talkative ring. It, however, can only be heard by you, and it tries to twist the wearer into a more bloodthirsty murderer.
So when we were talking off stream and I was like, ha, a sentient item that could be like a pact. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be great. All right.
From my knowledge, do I RP the ring? Like, do I tell you, like, oh yeah, like, attack that one?
I would say so.
Okay.
And you could either do it over stream or send me messages or whatever.
I might do messages until at least everyone kind of figures out what's going on.
Cool. Oh,
right.
This is exciting.
Cool.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Rob, look at the camera. Rob, look at the camera.
Rob.
Rob.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob.
Oh,
Rob.
baby.
I'm back.
I sat you down and you just fell over.
Guys, some crazy shit just was revealed.
I got myself some spinach.
Heck yeah. Ew.
Heck yeah.
No. Okay.
It's really garlicky and salty and good.
So, as Sawyer put on the ring, everything seems good there. Nothing noticeable has changed. And Charm says, "All right, guys, if you don't mind, just hold on to the wall or something. We're coming in for a landing here real quick. If you want to look out the window and see kind of where we're coming, we should be. We're starting to make our descent now."
I'll go over to the window and brace myself. And then I'll admire my ring for a second. And then I'll go back to watching us land.
All right.
And it's just kind of float in the middle of the room.
Just in your own like liminal space in the air.
Yeah.
As you are floating, you've noticed that you're not floating as well because your wings are kind of puttering off at different rhythms.
Oh.
You hear Scinn mutter quietly under his breath, just like,
We'll find you. I will murder you.
As you're looking out the window, you see the mists part as you're coming almost like down through the clouds, and it reveals a very like lush primeval forest. as you're coming down, let me actually get the map pulled up because visual references are cool, guys. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Love a good map.
So, as you're looking at the map, we are coming in and landing down at the bottom. Where did... I swear, I will be organized one of these days. Locations. I believe it's down in the bottom left, similar to the last map. And we're coming down to... There it is. Yeah, the bottom left of there's some little like higher raised ground, and it looks like a little cave down there. And you're gonna land in between those rocks and just kind of like southeast of that cave-looking thing there. She says, "Okay, here we come," and you hear it kind of like thud down for a quick second, and like everything kind of settles. And she's like, "All right, you guys, this is as far as I'm taking you. Where I'm going, you aren't probably gonna want to go. So I'm just gonna just have you go. Just and like all three of them start to kind of shoot you out of the shop."
Bobble, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get to fly this thing all over the place.
Bobble leans over and she's like, and he's like, "So, because you made that sale, Charm said that I actually get to take off from here."
Oh, yeah. That's great, man.
It's
So-
wonderful.
Thank you so much for buying wares from Bobble. It means a lot.
You're a great salesman. I have big hopes for you.
We pick a hillside to watch the crash from.
It's like far away, probably.
Yeah, it's-
So as you leave, CN, you feel your bag kind of like readjust a little bit, but you don't think anything of it. You feel it obviously move as you guys make your way out of the store. The door shuts behind you, and Bobble's waving from the window, and you see this giant storm cloud just start lifting away, and it disappears back up into the clouds.
Him, he's doing a great job.
As you
Such a weird
all
man.
are standing down there looking around, as mentioned before, it's a giant forest area. It's very lush, vibrant. There's a nice fragrant breeze wafting through these trees, sending motes of pollen kind of dancing through the air. There's patches of sunlight coming through the trees, kind of shining down on you all, and on the fourth floor. And off in the distance, you hear sweet melodies of birds singing and echoing through the forest.
Does anything change when the existential nerd darkens the moon?
The pollen is making you all start to sneeze a little bit, like you have allergies.
My nose is running real
And
bad down the back of my throat.
Instead of
Ugh.
the
It tastes
smell,
bad.
instead of the floral smell, you all now have some allergies and no Allegra.
My nose is all stuffed up. I'm gonna have to breathe through my mouth for a little bit. I'm really sorry.
It's okay, I already am.
I don't think you've ever breathed through your nose.
How dare you? How dare you?
Find a place to get indoors. Maybe while we still can't talk properly.
Yeah. Didn't you say there was a cave nearby?
Yeah, there's a little cave kind of like to the northwest of where you currently are. Um, off in the distance, you see the kind of like the entrance to this cave. There appears to be a low, like cozy torchlight, kind of flickering from within it. But that's as far as you're able to see from where you are.
We two.
Bless you.
Sorry. Should we? I mean, where there's a cave, there's probably in light. There's probably someone. It's probably not someone nice. I mean, when was the last time we met someone nice? Even they wanted to take the color of my eyes and feel sense of rhythm. Do we
Yeah, but
need
now
to?
we got swords and punchy rings.
Oh yes, but I think I need to sit with these swords for a minute to do everything they're supposed to do. And I don't even know what this one does. Do we need to rest first, or should we rest in there after we find out if it's a safe place to rest? 'Cause I don't know if I can rest with my own like this.
Just sleep sitting up.
You like prop yourself back a little bit so you can
Yeah.
like breathe.
I'm gonna go check if there's a
Okay.
bear in there. And he flies off to go see if there's
Be
a bear
safe.
in there.
I've always wanted to find a bear.
So as you're flying, like your wings are kind of
Yeah,
like
you
they're
Oh.
off
watch
him,
rhythm,
like-
and like sometimes you're way up, sometimes you're way down, like almost like you're just walking. You kind of bump into a tree, and as you get closer.
I'm gonna look inside, look around, see if there's any tracks, like listen, see if I hear anybody, all that jazz.
So as you get over there, you see that the entrance to the cave has a sheet of paper nailed to like a tree stump on the outside.
I'm gonna take the paper and read it. Like,
It appears to be like a wanted poster, and it says, "This little troublemaker belongs to me. Bring him home alive and unharmed, and you will win the heart of the one you love."
you guys can't hear him, but like he's kind of muttering him to himself. It's just like, well, that's a dumb reward. I already love myself.
I love seeing so much. King of self-love.
Yeah.
So how are you inspecting this cave? Are you do see the kind of like the torchlight glow inside?
I'm gonna try to creep inside
Okay.
and to listen and all that stuff.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay, Ori, are you too mad at me to do this?
Oh yeah, you're too mad at me.
She protested.
She's real angry. Oh, but I rolled a 19 plus whatever I have to roll to add to it. Plus 2 for stealth.
Okay.
So 21.
So, without any issues, you're able to sneak into the cave. But as you were walking in and sneaking, you were kind of tripping over your own feet a little bit, but not enough to give away your position. Just enough that like every third step is just like you kind of go off balance a little bit. And inside the cave, you hear a like what sounds like almost like a spinning wheel, like a quilter someone would use, like it's like a loom. I think it's the right kind of word. I don't know that that's exactly what it is, but that's kind of what I'm making. The sound is what I'm picturing, but with a mixture of like a metallic jingle. And as you get a little bit further in, you see a old man sitting on a stool doing just that with a spinning wheel, and he's surrounded by piles of gold. He's sitting there spinning, and he'll reach down for a handful of coins, which then transform into gleaming gold fibers that he's weaving. He is blindfolded, so he does not know you're there.
I'm gonna send a message to Cheshire because it's a cantrip and it's got like 120 feet. And he's just gonna be like,
There's a wanted poster. And there's also an old guy spinning gold. Did I talk to him?
Are any of us the picture on the wanted poster?
is there even a picture on the wanted poster?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. It is a picture of what appears to be a small child. And at the top of it, it says, "Wanted, Will of the Feywild." And it has a picture of a child with like an afro, essentially.
And another message.
No, it's some kid with cool hair. I want him alive, though.
Use your own judgment. Be safe, and if it is safe to come up, let us know, and we will be right behind you. And if it's not safe, scream something, and we will be right behind you, Master.
Tell Scinn I say hi.
Oh, and Sawyer says hi.
2 seconds pass. Another message.
Hi.
Cian also says hi.
Yes.
Can I like pick up just a rock and just kind of like gently toss it to see if the guy, like how he reacts to that sound?
So as you have picked up this rock and you're going to toss it, he starts talking to you before you toss it, and it's like, "No need to throw stuff in my home, friend. I'm not going to hurt you."
I'll put that back down. Just give me just a sec.
He's gonna send a message like,
He's cool, guys. He's cool.
It seems that we are right to progress.
Nice.
So, like, you live in a cave. Tell me about that.
This is where I've made do. I mean, it's not what I'm used to for home, but you know, it's what I'm gonna make my home.
you are not stable enough on your feet to get on my shoulder. How did you get your arm out again? Figure this out in a minute.
Do
I'm,
you mind? I have 2 friends. Get worried when I'm like by myself for a while. They might show up here in a second. Just so you know, there's people coming.
That's
But
fine.
they're really nice.
Yeah, that's
really
fine.
nice.
They're more than welcome.
Yeah. Perfect.
Will you all be resting here for the evening?
Maybe if that's okay.
I mean, I don't see why not. As long as you don't mind a little bit of noise of me working.
Oh no, they've shared a room with me. They don't mind noise.
So I have to ask, how did you find my cave here?
Oh, some big, tall, creepy lady dropped us off here that flew her house away.
Oh, you must be talking about old Charm.
Mm-hmm. Big, tall, scary. Has one guy that works for her that's also kind of a jerk, but the other one is just the sweetest. Get that guy. Get Bobble if you ever buy from her. Have Bobble sell you things.
Oh yes, I saw Bobble grow up as a small child. I've lost track of how long I've been here, but he's such a sweet little lad.
I'm gonna start looking around, just kind of like, this is an awkward. I don't know how to talk about babies. Where's
All you
So
see is just piles of gold.
like, why do you been the gold?
Well, I've been here for so long that I just got bored, and I acquired this blindfold, see, and it allows me to make, special gifts, and what's an old man to do in his free time except just make things?
That's a good point, sir. Just, doing all the arts and crafts.
I like arts and crafts. I ran out of glue about 73 years ago.
What have you been using for glue at the beat time?
I don't use glue. I make everything out of gold fabric.
It's kinda... I'm uncomfortable. Sawyer!
About the time that you're
Oh, your boys are me!
About the time you're feeling uncomfortable, the two of
You
them kind of
guys.
stumble in.
Sophie's raiding us.
Sophie!
Hey! Sophie!
Hey!
Hello.
Hey, I see friends. S. Jackson's here. S. Jackson's been here in a while. Hello!
S-Jax is an OG.
Crescent Moon. Wolf Rider. Sophie's here.
We just found an old guy that spins gold coins into gold fabric.
Okay.
We
So
Very
also,
fancy.
we also have a tiny rat in a sweater because she had surgery.
it's a unicorn sweater. Do not undersell the unicorn.
Yeah,
He's a
it's got,
fashionista.
it's got unicorns on it, and she's real grumpy about it.
I got 2 new scimitars, and all I had to pay was the color of my eyes. And we
And I
got
have a suspicious ring that Rob told me secrets about.
all it cost was Cian's sense of rhythm.
All good Fey bargains here.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
By the way, I paid the 8 gold. So if anyone else paid the 8 gold, get your 8 gold back.
I will give myself 8 gold back. Thanks. Cheshire's our gold sugar daddy because of that pouch of gold.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you. But sure, I'll take that title. Dev's back.
What's up, nerd?
Oh, and Sophie gave us a gifted sub. Thank you so much. We are 1 sub closer to running D&D for one of you, getting to play D&D with me and us, and having fun on this Twitch channel.
Ooh.
Thank you. That's the sub goal for the month. Get us up to 75, and we'll do it. I'll do it. Trust me.
Come play with us.
So yeah, the two of you have made your way in up to the cave entrance. On your way, you saw a wanted poster nailed to a tree that had the same description of a child with cool hair, and on it said special offer: bring this wisp of a thief to me alive and unharmed, and I'll ensure that no sword can ever break your skin.
Been like one of these swords. I just got new swords that seemed like pretty skin breaking and capable.
It sounds like a good deal for your swords.
Tyler is super frozen back.
Yeah. It's the longest little ratty kiss.
She's just really in love with her rats.
It sounds
So
like
much
she's having
talent.
some internet issues.
Oh no.
So,
Whoa! S Jack! 5
so many
subs!
gifts.
Sarah's coming in hot.
Whoa!
You guys are so
Sarah!
generous.
Thank you!
Oh, our cameras have
Our
changed
cameras might be
themselves.
dancing.
We've been
Uh-oh.
discombobulated.
I'm seeing now, but halfway in the thing. I don't know which way.
Well, while we wait for him, thank you, Soundtrack Alley, for coming over and hanging out with us. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I've heard such nice things from Rob and Sophie about you. I'm glad that you're hanging out with us again. Thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for being so generous, helping build our little stream, our community. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
If I go this way, I think I might.
I don't think you can.
Right.
I don't think you can see my face, but it is contrite and sincere. In between the
Cheesecake
frames.
Panda now. Wahaha.
I met
You
Sarah
deserve it,
before I
Maddie.
met Rob, so I'm
Well, I met Cheesecake Panda before I met any of you. Well, actually, I met Sophie and Ty at the exact same time because I was taking them up at the airport and they were standing next to the door, completely unaware that I was there. And I was looking in, they don't know I'm here. I should go help. So I just walked up and started stealing their luggage, put it in the truck.
My favorite thing is meeting people who I first met online.
Yep.
Because no matter how long I've stared at your faces on a screen, looking at you in 3D is always, it blows my mind every time.
I'm not that tall, Sophie.
Sophie says Rob's tall. I want to see people react to me because I'm like almost 5'10" and everyone thinks I'm short. Like Crash Candy always says I have short energy, which I'll take because I'm a gremlin. But I love to shock people with my height. And then I'll pop some heels on and I'm like a giant.
We had no idea. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I thought S-Jax was asking me to tell the story of how we met. No, while we're waiting for Tyler, Rob, Sarah is asking you to tell the story of how you met.
Oh.
So I was like, I thought I would remember meeting Sarah, but I did not. She's talking to you, other Rob, on the channel.
In a past not so far away, or long ago,
I cannot be seen at all. Where
I
can I be
went
seen?
to
Over
a
here?
wedding of a friend, and we had switched tables because we didn't know anybody at the table that we were sitting at, and a couple of the people that were going to be at the sitting table, it just happened to be Sophie's seat that I stole because I took a picture of it and I said, "Hey, I'm Sophie now." But we're making conversation, and I was talking to this lovely lady next to me, and I was like, I just like overhearing things. I was like, "Wait a second, are you S-Jax?" And she was like, "Rifle stud?"
Just you.
And that was exactly like, we're just like, "Oh my god!" It was super, super fun.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, and Sprinkle the Lich King. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know what happened. I don't know exactly what happened.
There's just too much magic.
Whatever happened, she's a mermaid now.
Ori, stop getting naked on stream.
Right?
Don't
We're
you
gonna
listen,
get in
Ori. We need
trouble.
views. We need views. Do it, Ori.
I'll let her
We
have
just
it.
have up closes of her peeling off her little sock.
Rat boudoir.
Sophie says Ori fans.
Well, okay,
I love that, Sophie.
That's kind of clever. Good job, Soph.
Want to say
Anywho.
hi now that you're out of your sock.
Oh.
That
Oh.
queen.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody take the color of your eyes, rat face.
She's so fuzzy.
You guys have made your way to the cave where Scinn is, and you found that wanted poster on a tree as well.
So Cheshire just looked at it, right?
Correct.
I'll take a look as well.
Okay. And you see the same thing that it says. It's the same exact one. It just says, "Bring the wisp of a thief to me alive and unharmed, and I'll ensure that no sword can ever break your skin."
Cheshire, we gotta do this, man. That reward is just great.
What's it?
Could
We
you
want this
imagine?
child so bad.
I would be unstoppable.
That
Nothing
seems.
could cut me.
I would very much cherish the idea of not having to worry about your safety. Me further, as I do that. I don't know that I talk about it a lot, but I do. But I wonder why they want this child back so badly. Is it their child? Is it not their child? And what could that be?
Well, I mean, my assumption is that they're a concerned parent.
We should
Because
ask.
who else would ask for a child like that? It's creepy.
I don't know who else would ask for my fondest memories. I'm just suspicious of
true.
things now.
It's true.
But
I
we should
think
ask.
we should test the waters, though. You know, like maybe find the kid and ask why people are looking for him.
Sure.
Because I'm
Sure.
very interested in having sword-proof skin. That
Right.
sounds really cool.
I could
And
imagine the
when
performances we could do with a flaming sword and
yeah,
unpierced skin.
when we get back home, we're gonna be unstoppable.
We could get the color of so many people's eyes, because apparently that's a thing that can be traded here.
Yeah, and you could get all the colors, and they could like shift through all the different colors, or you could change them based on the occasion.
I could like accessorize eye color, accessorize.
Look at you!
Anyway, we should go into
You're the idea guy of the group.
the idea.
The
Guy.
idea guy. All right, let's find Cian.
A bit of a stretch, right?
So as you kind of walk into the cave, you see Cien having a conversation with this blindfolded old man sitting there, spinning, just taking handfuls of gold, turning it into a gold thread and spinning it into different objects. Ah, yes, welcome you two.
Hello.
No.
Good to meet you.
I mean, I heard you walking up from quite a ways away. You're not the quietest, you know.
No, we like
Yeah.
to talk a bit.
Yeah, I'm loud.
I am Cheshire, and this is my dear friend Sawyer.
Hello.
Already met Cien.
Ah, yes. Nice to meet you all. My name is Nibs.
Nibs.
Gibbs.
It's a lovely name.
Oh, thank you. My mother gave it to me.
My mum gave me my name too. My dad helped a little bit.
What brings you to the land of I believe they call it Hither?
A big spooky lady in the flying house.
Ah, yes. The little one told me about how you guys had met old Charm.
She's very peculiar.
That's one word for her. She works rather closely with old Scabatha.
So it seems.
I mean, Scabatha sends her on old, errands here, errands there. Granny Nightshade just doesn't get out as much as she used to. But I might be old, but I still get out there, and I get my collection of mushrooms to make stew from time to time.
Oh, I love a good mushroom stew. That sounds delicious. Do you have a
Honestly,
recipe written down?
I don't have a recipe, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's not the best stew. I've had better food back in Waterdeep, where I'm from.
You're from Waterdeep?
So, just a little bit of information for everybody watching the stream. Like, Rob is a huge Waterdeep nerd and loves it a lot. Really cool for him. I ran a campaign there. It was really fun.
I mean, we're not from around here either. So it's kind of nice to see someone who's not a native Feywildian.
Are you all from Toril as well?
We're from a little town called Petal.
Oh, I've never heard of Petal.
It's a nice place.
It's not surprising. It's not a lot of people from there, and even fewer people visit.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that's a shame to hear. Maybe that one day...
It's quiet, Quiet.
You have an
Peaceful.
accomplice from Dabs. You were given one.
What? Just so we know, what's the total at right now?
I've lost track.
You had one job!
Running the campaign!
What? Are you too good for tally marks now?
I
Rob?
have 2 tonight, okay? I have 2. Because I try to use them frequently.
Oh, Cien does have a guidance from Iski. Thank you, Iski, for looking at it.
Thank you.
So yeah, Nib is telling you about how he's from Waterdeep. He has mentioned to Cien previously that You all are welcome to stay here and rest as long as you need. He's a very welcoming old man, and he's just been working away at spinning these items. Whenever you guys walked in, you saw the same thing that Scinn noticed, that there's just huge piles of gold scattered all across this cave.
Mr. Nib, if I may, you seem to be in a bit of the same predicament as we are, that you are overburdened with gold. And to a much greater extent than we are, but it does not seem to be a commodity that many people are interested in these parts, or at least the parts that we came from. But you have such a copious amount of it, I have to wonder, where did it all come from?
You know, I've been here for such a long time, I don't remember. I was gifted this blindfold long ago, and all I've done, it seems, is craft different items. I don't know what happens to them. I just like working with my hands. Can I make you all something?
I've always wanted a cape, to be honest.
I'd settle for dinner.
I mean, you can have some mushroom stew, but I'd really like it if I could make you a gift.
Oh, the cake for Sawyer sounds nice. And we didn't need your gold for it. I could supply you with the raw materials.
Oh,
I could help too here. And he's gonna like reach into his bag and, root around and pull out 2 little gold and sit them down in the pile.
oh, don't worry about contributing your gold. As you can see, everyone always eyeballs the gold, and it's not a thing. I've led a cruel, heartless existence, and I've earned these riches by exploiting my tenants back in Waterdeep, buying up condemned property and renting it out for an exorbitant fee. Granny Nightshade is helping me to make amends. I told her I wanted to put my bad deeds behind me and got my ill-gotten gains to good use. She cursed me to dwell here forever, however, in this cave. I've been spinning gold into useful items for anyone who comes my way. I don't know how many years I've been here, but it's a peaceful life for an old man.
You've quite a life
It's gone now. It's gone now, but somebody, nerd, darkened the mood.
Oh.
We might have to take those out eventually. I don't know how else to darken. And Hither, it was very easy. It told me. So,
I mean, you want them out? I can take them out, but
I'll think on it for sure.
In the meantime, why don't you can bank it until
Okay.
an appropriate moment comes up.
I'll bank it.
I used to do that. I used to do that with the accomplices.
This old man is too sweet to.
He's a nice guy.
He is, old Nib. Last time I counted, what was I down to? See, you can see him like thinking, counting, kind of in his head. He's like, I believe I have 27,213 gold left before I'm free of my burden.
Dear God, okay, Vexalia.
Sawyer pats Cheshire on the back a few times.
I'm sorry, sir. He doesn't know how to handle money.
It's quite fine, really.
I mean, if it helps you out to make things,
You
I
know,
would really like a cape.
Yeah.
I can't really take, suggestions, but, if,
Of course.
custom work actually adds money to the stack.
Oh, well then, whatever you think would be wonderful. I don't need anything
Yeah.
in particular.
Okay, let me see what I can work up for you all. So
Well, thank you.
each
While you're working, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the sign outside. Are you even aware that there's a sign outside your cave?
you know, I heard, somebody post a sign looking for the little lad Will, I believe his name is.
Yes.
But-
Is that someone that you're looking for, or someone else?
I'm not looking for anyone, as you can see. I don't really see anything.
I see.
Did someone take the color of your eyes too?
No. If I take this blindfold off, I'm able to see everything. Once I take the blindfold off, I'm afraid it'll stop working, and this pile of gold will remain here forever, and I'll never be able to rest peacefully.
Have you, do you take naps regularly? Because if not, sir, I can, spin for you for a little bit and you could take a nap.
There's no need for naps. Would you all like a gift?
I don't think I've ever been asked if I would like a gift before. Typically, it's just sort of been inflicted upon me, but in a good way. But yes, especially if it would help you or bring you any measure of satisfaction or peace. If we're going,
It'll dwindle down my stash. I only get to craft stuff for people as they come by. So why not?
Will it
That would
help?
be a real treat.
I'll
I don't want to make you have to work extra, but would it help if I walked in and out of the cave entrance 10 times?
It's really only one per person.
Okay.
But
It's not that I want more present. It's just I thought if you had more people, you needed to make things worth it.
perhaps for Gregory though.
Oh,
Yeah.
for Gregory.
I'm sure I could whip a little something up for Gregory.
He's shaking this
Oh, Gregory.
taxidermy thing, and it's far too stiff, so it's just kind of
Tell you what, why don't you all just have some of my stew? I can tell you it's not the greatest, but it'll fill you up. You're more than welcome to rest here, and since there's 3 of you, it'll take me a little bit of time to craft these items, but I'll have them ready for you in the morning.
Before I go to sleep around this blind guy, maybe an insight check based on our conversation, see if I am getting the good vibes.
Okay.
the insight check, you say?
Yeah, say good vibes one more time.
Check. Imagine if all vampires talked like this.
I'm
They
so
would be
mad
so
because
sexy.
That's
I
still
just put
my-
away my fangs. They're in my closet, and if I hadn't, I would have popped mine in too.
And see,
have mine.
now Maddie's looking for that vampire romantic interest again.
I have mine right.
Romanceable vampire.
Maddie is. We've had this talk recently.
All I'm saying is that if a campaign doesn't have a romanceable vampire, what's the point?
Yeah.
Maddie, it's so great that you're going to get to play with me soon.
Yes.
So, insight check for Cheshire. Now that I've got scimitars, I don't mind telling people I have chosen to be a College of Swords bard. And I am excited to finally be able to flex that stuff. But as the College of Sword bard, Cheshire the Sullen, I rolled a 17, add 3 to that, so I got an unnatural 20.
Ooh.
So you are getting the feelings of like a trustworthy grandpa. Like
Okay.
you're comfortable, you
Aw.
believe everything he says. He has no reason to lie to you.
I'm getting a
God,
good
Ori.
feeling.
She's feeling better. She just farted, so.
That's
Or
usually the
she's doing it all
watermark
for the
me, too.
stream.
Yeah.
she's mad. Like she's upset. Like,
They're angry toots.
All right. Maybe a meal and maybe a nap, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawyer's super down. She's like sitting down, doing some stretching, rewrapping her wrap.
Should we take watches just to be safe, or should we just all sleep?
I feel like watch is a good idea in any situation.
That's a nice thought.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I got hit pretty hard, but I could do the first watch if you want me to.
That would be really great.
Just wake us if you feel you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, and
then-
by the way, Talavar's sword.
Oh,
Gesture
right.
back towards the end.
takes it and it's a normal sized sword. He's just there. He's like, "Don't worry, I got this." He just like turns around fully determined with his sword in hand.
Yeah,
Just so you remember, it's a +1 dagger for all intents and purposes.
just wake me up when you're done with your watch, and I'll take second watch.
So you guys all eat your food. Scinn sitting there watching. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh, it rolled into the spot I can't see. Oh, okay. 17.
Okay. So as you're sitting there watching, you're tired, but you're not falling asleep. You're just kind of mesmerized by the old man sitting there, just kind of spinning away. Every once in a while, he reaches down, grabs more gold coins, and starts spending them. He's not really talking to you. He's kind of just in the zone. You hear the wind kind of blowing outside, birds chirping. The sun has started to go down, but relatively peaceful. Just a nice kind of relaxing evening for you. And at this point, it would be the next watch.
Yeah, to go
Let's
wake up
do it.
Sawyer. And does like a child where he like scoots over and he's like leaning a little too close. He just
Sawyer.
Yeah.
Sawyer, it's your turn.
Yeah,
It's your turn.
I'm okay. I just warmed up already. I stretched out. Huh? What? Oh, right.
What? Here, I got you. Don't worry.
and
Yeah.
he's gonna like give you just like a little like non-harmful but just like a little slap on the face. She's like, "Does that wake you up?"
I'm awake
That-
now. I'm ready. Yeah. You get some good rest.
Go get him, Tiger.
And he like lays down
Yeah.
almost immediately as asleep. Like,
So as you're sitting there keeping watch, it's nighttime now. Is there anything specific like you're paying attention to?
I think Sawyer would mostly keep her eyes towards the mouth of the cave. Just to see if anything passes by, even if it's just like an animal or something.
Okay. Roll perception.
Okay. 15.
Okay. You hear some skittering through the forest floor. Definitely sounds like animals. Like could be, some deer bedding down. Maybe some squirrels, because when one single squirrel walks through the woods, it sounds like a herd of elephants. But again, it's relatively peaceful and quiet. You also hear the old man just over there kind of humming to himself, spinning this gold. But you also hear a voice telling you to hit the old man in the head and take his gold. Just
No?
do it. Just hit him.
Where are you? Who is this? You use magic on my brain like Cian does.
No. Look at your finger. My name's Jack.
Shit.
Oh God, sir. I'm gonna ruin this for a second. I've been playing Borderlands. And now I'm like, oh God. Anyway, continue.
Wait, you've been playing Borderlands without me?
Get it.
Tyler, we'll talk later.
Let's let them continue. Yeah.
I'm Jack.
I'm Sawyer.
Nice to meet you, Sawyer.
Hi.
Look, all that gold there. Think about all the things you could do. All the lives you could change with that gold. All it takes, a couple knocks to the head, he'll never see it coming.
That affects this guy's life if I do that.
I mean, what's it gonna do? Kill him?
Sawyer, tries to twist the ring on her finger.
So the ring twists in your finger, like, what are you doing, sweetheart?
She tries to tug it off.
It doesn't move.
This is a problem. Out of game. Does she have to do what he says, or is it just he's trying to guide her in?
He's
Evil
trying.
way.
He's trying to guide you.
Okay.
I got to do a little more research on later, like if things start happening, like the more you resist
Okay.
him. But
Okay.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, Sawyer just kind of spends the rest of her watch trying to disassociate, staring at the stone wall in the cave and twisting the ring. This is bad. This is really bad.
I mean, depends on your point of view. From my point of view, this is good. You know, you seem like a fighter. Are you pretty good at fighting?
Yeah.
Why don't you show me by hitting the old guy in the head?
My God, I'm not gonna hit the old man. He gave us a place to stay. He's the first person who's been nice to us in here.
I mean, he offered everyone else a gift. Why didn't he offer me one?
Because you didn't walk in the cave.
I mean, I walked in here with you.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a very trying relationship. You and I.
Yeah, we're gonna be the best of friends. I'm here with you until the end of the line.
Oh no. And she kind of looks at her hand for a second and just in her mind to herself, hopefully, she tries to imagine without that finger there. She tries to ball up her fist without the finger. It kind of grimaces. And at the end of her watch, she shakes Cheshire, trying to ignore this voice in her head.
Don't worry about it. I've already stretched and warmed up. What's going on? Is everything all right?
No,
I reach for my centaurs.
I don't think that's gonna help though.
Oh.
When you look at this thing with your magic,
Yes.
did you know there was a guy in it?
Oh.
Did you know there was a really, maybe possibly charming, but also very not good guy in there?
He's not gonna believe you.
Oh.
Yes, he is.
Sorry, I told you everything I knew about the ring. I told you everything the magic told me.
Okay.
You know, I don't like his face. Can we punch
You
him?
did say that about Cheshire. Stop it. I'm not going to
Well,
hit him.
I didn't say anything.
No, the ring's talking to me. And it's really freaking me out. And it just told me to hit you, not gonna hit you.
Good. I like the sound of that. Very much.
But it won't come off. Try.
I'll try and take the ring off her finger.
So as you're trying to pull, it doesn't budge. Like it's almost like it's just kind of like stuck on that knuckle.
He told me to try and hit the old man before.
I did?
No, him.
Oh. Well, don't. He's nice. I insight checked him, and I feel like I did a pretty good job, and he is making us gifts and share us and give us shelter.
I know. I don't want to. It's just scary.
Its name is Scary?
No, it's scary. I know I slur my words a lot.
Sorry.
He said his name's Jack.
Okay. I'm just waking up.
It's okay.
It does seem stuck on there pretty well. I don't know what is going on. And if there's something in that ring, to me the real problem is it's not coming off. And surely you might want to take it off sometime. Tomorrow we'll tell Scinn and we'll find a stick of butter and we'll do what we have to do and we'll get it off. All right?
Okay, yeah. He just doesn't seem very nice.
I'm sorry you don't like the ring. I really thought it was going to help.
It's really cool. That's the problem. You said it would help me fight, but then I got this guy in my brain.
Do you think you can stomach it for a little while? Do you think you can rest?
I'll try.
Well, I'll be right here if you need me.
Okay.
And I won't let you punch the old man.
Yeah. No, if you have to, like, if the ring takes over my brain, just, like, hit me with your swords.
I don't want to do that. But with your permission, I might. I think it's going to be fun. Just try and get some rest.
Yeah. And she's just gonna lay down and twist the ring and stare at the ceiling.
Immediately, you feel a tiny body, almost like a dog, that just like rolls over into place, still asleep.
She just kind of leans in a little bit.
So Cheshire, what are you doing with that information / looking for during your watch?
First of all, I check on the old man, and I'll walk over and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and, ask if he's all right or if he needs anything or wants me to fetch him a bowl of soup. It's probably cold now, but I can heat it up.
Oh, hey there, Cheshire. How did you sleep well?
It went all right. But I'm up now, and do you need anything?
No, I don't need anything. I almost have your gifts done. But I need just a little bit longer to work on it. How was the soup?
It was quite nice. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Very, very well. Again, like I said, it's not my favorite, and it's not like anything that we used to make back home, but it suffices.
I'm very grateful to have any sort of a warm meal. It's been a minute, and a warm, dry, safe place to sleep and some friendly conversations.
I mean, in all my years of being here, I'm full of old conversation.
I have a little task to take care of, and then I will keep you company till my friend's awake.
Okay, you let me know when you want to talk some more.
I will step away. Thank you, by the way, Lootbeard, for the follow. Appreciate you joining the community. Welcome to the party, and I hope you find a reason to stick around. Thanks for hanging out with us. Cheshire is going to go into the corner of the cave, and he's going to sit facing the cave entrance, and Nib, where he'd keep an eye on his friends and Sawyer. Not that Sawyer is not one of his friends, but that he can specifically keep an eye on Sawyer. And he's going to attune to his scimitars in turn if attunement is required to them.
Okay. And does attunement tell you what the other one is as well?
It should give me how to use it, yes.
Okay. So if it's just how to use it, it's the same as the other one, as your flame tongue. When you hit an attack with this magic sword, the target takes an extra d6 of cold damage. In addition, while you hold the sword, you have resistance to fire damage. In freezing temperatures, the blade sheds a bright light in a 10-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 10 feet. When you draw the weapon, you extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you. This property can be used no more than once an hour.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't usually get magic weapons, guys. I am the DM most of the time. All right, I have added these scimitars to my character sheet. That probably takes me a couple of hours.
That one's also, it's called Frostbrand.
I'm glad you said it so that I'm allowed to know, but Rob knows. Rob had suspicions from the start, or Rob had hopes, I should say. These are definitely the coolest magic items that player character of mine has got hold, which is super cool.
I thought it might be kind of cool.
After that's a couple of hours that I'm paying attention to little else other than the magic of this.
What's your passive wisdom?
My passive perception is 12. My passive insight is 13. My passive wisdom is also 12.
Okay. So, also while you're sitting there, you catch a glimpse of an apparition lurking behind Nibs. And they're taking several different forms, from a grubby child peering over his shoulder, to a gaunt coachman looming in the shadows in the back of the cave.
I heard coachman, but I'm just seeing like a football coach. I'm trying to get that image out of my head.
He's got a little whistle.
Some of the others that you notice like popping in and out are a long-faced woman dabbing at just tears running out of her eyes.
She got to be long-faced. That sounds like grudge and ring level crap.
with her handkerchief and a rail-thin waif wearing an eye patch. Quick as a candle's flicker, one apparition vanishes and the next appears. And that's all I'm going to tell you there.
When I see this, I will spring up and close half the distance as quickly as I can. And call out loud enough for Nibs. Or I keep thinking, is Nibs. Calling loud enough for Nib to hear and say, Nib, there's something next to you. Are you aware, and is that fine?
Oh, don't tell me they're back. I've been haunted for so long.
They bother you?
I'm haunted by my own words. As long as my ill-gotten gains were put to good use, my bad deeds would remain behind me. You are beholding the restless apparitions of those I hurt. They lurk behind my back, tormenting me with the pokes at my ribs, whispering in my ear. I can't bear to look them in the eyes any longer. I've done so much wrong. Not after what I did to them.
Cheshire will approach the apparitions, and if there is any room between them and Nib, he will try and interpose himself between them. I do not know what this man has done before now. I'm not sure if you can forgive him. But he is sorry, and he is paying for what he has done, and he has been nothing but kind to us.
There's no forgiveness.
If we could ask for reprieve.
Forgiveness comes once the gold is gone.
Spin through it as quickly as he can. Surely he doesn't need to be additionally tormented.
He will work until it's gone.
He will. That doesn't mean that you have to pester him.
This is
Over.
punishment. Bad man.
Not anymore.
Evil. Bad. Must pay.
I will draw the scimitar ice and try and stab the apparitions.
Oh.
So, as you take your sword and you try and stab, just like described before, the flicker, that apparition disappears and the next one pops up.
Well, old man, I needed to practice with these things anyway. Let's say I get a little exercise and you get a little work.
Ah, that sounds like quite the plan.
Cheshire will draw fire, as it was termed. And I have no idea what the the command word for the weapon is, and if you don't have one in mind, I'll come up with one for the next stream.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll try and make it something cooler than a Johnny Storm reference. But he will say the word and ignite the blade, and he will practice. He will dance behind the old man, and for the next little while, as his friends are resting, he will basically learn how to be a College of Swords bard with these magical scimitars by poking repeatedly at vanishing apparitions.
That's so cool, Rob. I love that image. Oh, that's dope.
So, you've spent the waking hours of the morning kind of practicing with your swords. The birds are starting to chirp in the morning. I need each of you to roll me a d8
Ooh.
to see what your gift is going to be.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love this little old man.
I got a 6.
I got a 5.
I got 1.
Nice.
Okay. As you all are getting up, Nib says, good morning, my friends. Hope you all slept well. Had some nice conversation with Cheshire. He was very comforting. Not many people talk. They just want the gifts. But
Cheshire is, by the way, shirtless, vestless, and sweating the dickens.
Hell yeah.
He is tapped.
So to mention, you guys all did receive a long rest from sleeping here, and you gained a level from traveling into Hither.
Let's go.
I'm gonna it was probably gonna be my choice anyway, but it's far too thematic to waste now. I'll go ahead and tell you. Slapping mean ghosts all night has made me a dual wielder. I'm gonna snag that feat.
That is, I love a good thematic feat.
Yep.
Right.
That's so fun.
um, so the smallest gift was, but not the least important, it was the first one I completed. And he hands Scinn an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Oh,
Ooh.
I can
That's cool.
I hardly ever give those out in my game because they're so good.
Wow.
I'll send you the details on it after the stream.
Yeah.
What did you roll, Cheshire?
I got a 6.
Okay. Let's see. For Sawyer, the elegant fighter that she is, you said you wanted a cape, but I hope a cloak will work instead. And he wove you a golden cloak of protection.
Sawyer's so stoked. I just love the image of her with a gold cape.
Like, it's got the
Yeah.
finest embellished. I'll let you do your own creative design on it, but
This is beautiful.
woven just amazing. You gain a +1 bonus to your AC and saving throws while you wear the cloak. It does require
heck
attunement.
She will spend the morning attuning to this. That's awesome.
And for my good friend Cheshire that spent the morning with me and practicing with his swords, I could hear the blades slicing through the wind. But, my friend, I made you these gloves. And he hands you some gloves of thievery.
Oh.
The gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain a +5 bonus to dexterity checks and sleight of hand checks and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
Guys,
That's cool.
I wasn't a slouch at sleight of hand before, baby, but now. Oh God, I just equipped it on D&D Beyond. I got a +12 to sleight of hand. You fuck.
That's
No!
incredible.
No cage can hold me. God damn.
But
Man, that's so awesome.
yeah,
Man, now I need to get. Did we?
I hope
We don't have
these-
lockpicks left. I gotta find some lockpicks.
I hope these gifts will do for you all.
Oh, this is
Um,
Cool.
Mine vanished as soon as I put them on. Is that normal?
Don't believe me there, bud. Or believe me there. They're there.
No, they feel like they're there.
Oh, they're there. They look fantastic.
this is even more than I think any of us really even imagined. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm here paying my debts, and I only take care of the finest people that take care of me.
We will wear these with pride for sure.
Sien's gonna flip the little necklace around his neck and just start going like modeling with it.
Sawyer watches for a second and then she starts flipping the cloak around and twirling.
Walk down that catwalk. It's not really a catwalk. It's just that cape. But walk down it.
She does a little strut. Big
So,
goods off to the sides.
now that you all have these new gifts, and you're well rested up, what do you plan to do in Hither? Do you have places you're going, or places you want to see?
That's a fair question. We didn't ask to come here. And you say that we're in a place called Hither. We left. Did you mean Hither? Because we were in Hither.
Hither, yeah.
Oh, I've never been to Hither, but no, this is definitely Thither.
So before we go home, we were supposed to free a woman named Zybilna for a friend of ours just named Kettlestein.
Yeah.
And she ran afoul of the Hourglass Coven, a set of hags And I think she was supposed to be in Hither, but we ran into so many bad things in Hither. I guess we left.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here. So I suppose we're looking for ways to maybe get stronger so that we can go back and stand a chance at doing the thing that we came here to do, while potentially undermining the efforts of the Hourglass Coven / freeing Zybil. And going home.
Oh,
Not necessarily in that order.
You know who Zybilna is? Because we say that name to everybody and they get offended.
I do know who Zybilna is.
Oh, great, and now he's offended.
Are you
No.
offended, sir?
No. I've never met her, but she's quite the lovely lady. I wish that she wasn't frozen in time, because maybe she could help me resolve my curse. But that's a story for another time. If you're looking for the Hourglass Coven, you may want to talk to Granny Nightshade. I believe she's related in some way or form to that coven.
Where
Let's
can
see.
we find?
Nightshade.
Where can we find Granny?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she still lives. Yeah, what did they call that place? Loomlurch. It's a rather. It's not as pretty as the outer rim of the of Thither, but she's there. She's quite an interesting individual. In fact, she's the one that has cursed me to remain in this cave until I spend this gold. It was the only way I could pay my dues.
Here's a question for you, sir. And he's gonna lean in and whisper and you think if we kill her, her curse will be gone?
I don't think that'll remove the curse. Only a wish would remove it, I believe. But
Okay, so I'm gathering we shouldn't. I'm gathering we shouldn't kill her.
Zybilna or Granny
The
Nightshade
Granny.
at Loomlurch?
Granny Mama. Yeah, we shouldn't kill her because
Granny Mama.
Yeah, Granny Mama. Because Nightshade just sounds weird.
Granny is.
Isn't that what you use to poison people?
I think it is. I mean, not that I use personally.
Quite a nice
But other
lady.
people-
Please don't kill her. She
Don't worry, we decided we're not gonna kill her. It's
Yeah, I'm very anti-killing right now.
I believe she's looking for what's that boy's name? Will? I believe his name is Will.
Oh, is he on the one you posted with the cool hair?
Oh yeah.
That may be him. I believe he's a lost young lad. He just needs help. I believe last I heard he's hanging out with a gang of other children. I believe they're, what do they call themselves? The getaway gang, I believe. You don't hurt. They're just children. If you can, just return them to their parents, and maybe they'll learn from their mistakes.
Any idea where we would find the getaway gang? I mean, it sounds like sort of name of the group that you might not know where to go.
I've heard rumor that the gang hangs out near a treant. I believe his name was Little Oak. But don't let the name fool you. He's quite a large friend.
So Little Oak is the gang hang? Where the gang does hang?
Little Oak is where the gang does hang.
Bangarang.
Fangarang. Bangarang.
You're a really cool old guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I can tell you about Granny? Oh, she does make toy deliveries to children. If you ever see rocking horse flying around. That's definitely her. She's busy when she's on that. Don't bother her.
Do you know if she has any allergies?
Yeah.
I don't believe she has allergies, but she does have this rickety old key stuck right in her back. And
Ooh.
from what I've noticed, it kind of moves around with her mood. When she's happy, the key is turning rather quickly. Think of it like your heart fluttering when you found love or something along
You mean
those
like-
lines. When you're easily excited.
A winding key?
Yeah, like a wind-up toy.
Correct.
Yeah.
It continues to spin and spin. When she's grumpier, it turns a little slower. But if you see that key at a complete stop, you don't want to be there.
I was going to ask if the key is turning, because at some point I think my dear friend CN will attempt this. If the key is turning and you hold the key still, will she turn?
You know, I've never tried it, so I can't tell you. But if you do, let me know. I would love to know.
Academically, I think it's an important discovery.
You
It's
turn
like
to
science.
Cian and you turn to Cian and he looks like that meme of the grumpy guy that's going like.
But geez, it almost sounds like we've got our work cut out for us.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of sights to see and within thither. So enjoy your stay. Find a cottage wherever you want to. Make a life for yourself here. You can come by and visit me.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Absolutely,
It's the most anyone
darling.
has shown us since we've been here, really.
We do it a little differently over here in thither.
I like that.
God, it wasn't a Harangon trying to murder us with an iron.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was a lot.
Oh, little Agdon. He was part of this.
Why does everybody call him little like it's cute? He's a jerk.
Oh,
He's really mean.
he's so sweet. He just had the darndest curse from Zybilna. He was a troubled young lad back when he was young, and she nailed his scarf to the tree, and he couldn't take it off, so he was destined to just hang with the tree and could never get down until it was cut down by the hourglass coven.
Okay, like that sounds
That
bad.
might
But,
be
like that doesn't.
killed all three of us.
It does. Yeah, that doesn't excuse bad behavior. Okay, like.
Yeah.
By the way, just so Rob's keeping up with stuff in his notes, if you could help me clarify something.
Yeah.
If we return Will of the Feywild to somebody, Rob doesn't have this in his notes, then they will make sure that no sword will pierce our skin.
Correct.
Okay.
Mine,
Do we
mine
know who
said
the somebody is?
Mine said that somebody would love me.
It was.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought
Yeah,
it was
and-
two different things. Is that
Rob,
intentional?
yours was something about your swords, right?
You know that it's Granny Nightshade that had these posted.
Oh, creepy witch lady wants a little kid. Oh no.
But isn't that her son?
So, am I correct in
Did I miss
understanding that we all saw
makes
something
sense.
different, or
You and Maddie saw the same sign.
okay, that no sword would pierce our skin?
Correct. And
Okay, as far as we know. Okay.
you may find other
just
ones
need it.
that say other stuff. And whenever you
Ah.
turn them in, you might have to pick which reward you want. Who knows?
Okay.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
just wanted to know which
Yeah.
one Cheshire
no,
saw for
they're-
Cheshire's notes.
Yep, they're different. So, but I don't want to keep you all here much longer. If you ever have questions, feel free to come back. I'd love to share some more stew with you all someday.
That sounds lovely. Maybe we'll tell you about how Agdon really sort of like kicked our butts, though.
Yeah,
Might,
like he
might
really,
change your view.
he like just about killed us.
I would like. You're probably the second person that I unreservedly would enjoy spending another evening with. Yeah.
Well,
I say as I'm putting my shirt and my vest back on.
I appreciate that. You all are welcome anytime.
Thank you.
And Sawyer, in your head, you hear, just punch him.
He really quietly goes, no.
So, with that, I think we will end the session there for the night. There was a lot to unpack in all of that, and our return back.
This was a very productive session.
was
Oh my gosh.
Very productive. I felt like there was a lot of good role play in there. You guys have got some new fun items to experiment, plan, do all the things with.
Hey, by chance, when I was digging that gold out of my pouch, did I find, like, because you said my pouch had moved?
Yeah. You found what, well, we can retcon this or whatever, but you found a little vial in there with a milky white substance in it.
My eye?
No, not your eye. But it is it's a little vial of about 3 ounces of sovereign glue.
Oh,
No. CN doesn't need that.
oh, that could lead to some real chaos.
No.
He would very, like, quietly put it away and not let anyone see it.
No!
Yes.
No! Okay.
So, guys,
That's
thank
cool.
you so much for tuning in with us on
Oh,
Wednesday
man.
night. We are back in action. Tune in on Friday. I know Rob's got some shenanigans planned.
Guys, Epic Games, the fools! Let anyone who logged in this past weekend, maybe it's still going on, I don't know, get all remastered BioShock games for free.
Ooh.
I
Cool.
love the original BioShock. It is one of my
They're
top
so
3
good.
games. It is my top 2 twists in a video game. And hopefully we're going to get to it. We're going to start at 7 Central the same time this stream started tonight. And I'm going to play till I can't play no more. It's going to be as long a stream as I can stomach. And we're going to play so much BioShock. And I hope anybody who loves the game or anyone who hasn't experienced the game before will come. I'm not going to promise I'm going to play it terribly well, but I'm going to play it very enthusiastically. It is some of the best world building and environmental storytelling that I have enjoyed in a game. And it's creepy. If y'all want to see me
True.
unsettled and worried about what might be behind me, this is a great game.
And speaking of creepy,
Mhm.
on Monday, we have our finale of What Lurks in the Dark.
Finally.
What does
I'm so
lurk in the
excited.
dark?
Well, they have an idea. But...
Oh.
Horrifying monsters that steal.
Yes. For anybody who hasn't joined us, we have the episodes. I think they're all on YouTube now. But basically, it's just been, as our player Ellie has been saying, a long shot. This will be the 4th and final session of it. It's just been like a creepy little, like, eldritch horror Lovecraftian game. So, should be fun. There's a decent chance of party members dying in this next game.
Those are my
Yeah.
favorite. I love those.
Yeah, and I feel like all these characters are so lovable that
Yeah,
no matter
whoever-
what happens, it's gonna be so
whoever-
sad.
Whoever does survive, we've been making jokes about a Christmas special. So,
Yeah.
By the way, Ty has so many DM's accomplices. Bang.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
For that.
you guys have bought me 10.
I'm responsible for at least 3 of them. But-
Haha, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
if I'm alive for the Christmas special, guys, I've done something wrong. The last things I will say, thank you so much for supporting us toward the sub goal. We have 10 out of 75 with just the first stream of the month. You guys kick ass. Especially thank you to S-Jax, who I hope is still with us. Sarah for giving away half of that herself.
Yeah.
We will be back Monday with the What Lurks in the Dark. We'll be back Wednesday with Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And soon, this month, perhaps even, I need to check with the players, the Monday after this coming one. If not then very shortly after, my new campaign will begin. The one that I have been wanting to run since Misty Mountain Streaming became a thing. The players have been selected. 2 of them are here on stream with me now.
Yeah.
Tyler is going to continue being an overachiever and participating in everything we do on this channel. Maddie, thank God, is going to join us and grace us with her presence and bring us another unforgettable character. As
And
well as...
Our characters are best buddies.
We're buddies!
The ever popularly problematic Crash Candy cosplay will be rejoining us from the Rhymehold Ritual, as well as LED&D, who you will only really have seen on this channel if you watched Nailed It's one-shot Sewer Surfers.
And she's also my cousin, so...
Yeah.
Several months ago, and she's in the What Lurks in the Dark as Mara. She will be coming to join us for a longer term with a... It's not just the Huxley speaking, with a character I like so much better than Mara.
I'm really excited. Our characters are really cool. I can't wait to stretch out their stories. Long form is always so much fun for character backgrounds and everything.
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping to delve into the interesting characters they created in some interesting ways and letting you guys continue to interact with that campaign as it progresses. So stay tuned to this channel, stay tuned to our socials. I may do stuff in the Discord that will affect the game. So make sure if you're not already joined up with the Discord that you are. I know a couple of you in here aren't in the Discord yet, and I don't want to be angry with you. I'm just disappointed.
Join us, join us. Scream about dice and games and characters.
Cosplays and all the cool
cosplays.
jazz. That is all from me. This has been great. Thank you, Rob, for running a great game for us.
Thanks, Rob.
For all the cool magic
This was
items.
really fun.
I don't feel as certain about my own demise any longer.
Unless my ring tells me to destroy you or something.
That sounds like the you problem. Thank you, everyone who hung out late into the night. Thank you, Ty. I know you were really tired for staying up late with us. We appreciate you.
It's all because of this little asshole.
We do love a good asshole.
Want to say goodbye to everybody now that you're not me?
Oh, Ori.
Bye to everybody.
Look at that rat foot.
Yeah, her
Guys.
little Bigfoot. Yeah.
No, save it for the only rats.
Only rats. Only Ori. Ori only.
Ori fans.
Ori fans.
Ori fans. Yeah. You need Ori fans. I need to turn you away though, because your cut's on that side of you. There we go.
Anything else, Rob?
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah. Everyone have a great evening. Thank you for
Wait. Existential Nerd makes an excellent point. Are we gonna raid anybody tonight? I don't know
we got
if
we got
See.
16 people to raid with, if there is anybody.
There is a someone that I am following, and generally if I'm following them on the company account, that means they're followers of ours. There is somebody else playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight, Fabled 42. It is only the second session of their new campaign. I haven't watched episode 1.
Cool.
I don't know what's going on over there, but hey, if you're staying up and can't get enough Dungeons & Dragons, then we'll send you their way. I'll get that
Let's support
ready
some
now.
friendos.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guys, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and send us to our ending screen. Stick around for the raid if you're there. We love you. Thank you for spending your Wednesday nights with us. And we will see you again on Friday. Have a great night, guys.
Bye, friends. Love you all.
Good night, everybody.